Good evening, boys and girls. I'm Tony A. the Wizard, and today I will be conversating with
Ashley C, aka Bab C on Instagram. That is B.A.P.S_C. Nice to be with you this evening, Tony A. the Wizard.
and she will be dining with the Wizard. So before we proceed, I want to give a big shout out once again to Mikey, who actually sponsored today's show. I have to shout out his Instagram. It's Left Turn Brand. Left Turn Brand. I'm actually wearing his hat. Follow him on Instagram, Left Turn Brand. I will continue to announce his brand name or his Instagram name throughout the show because he sponsored this meal. So thank you, and he blessed us with some hats. So Left Turn Brand, much love, much respect.
Much love. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So first and foremost, I got a green cup for St. Patrick's Day. I don't even know who in the hell Patrick is, but you know, we're going to celebrate.
Yes, he's a saint, apparently. And
okay.
It was a holiday at some point, but we'll just say Americans, just like everybody else, just kind of ruins everything, you know. So that kind of Hallmark BS type of stuff, like Valentine's Day and, you know, Boxing Day. Who the hell knows?
Yeah, exactly. So what we did today, I'm actually drinking a manzanita sol, apple like soda.
Ooh, that's delicious. I like mundet also.
Okay.
That one's really good as well.
So let's open up our food because today we have something different. I'm not usually like big time quesadilla guy.
Oh.
But she said, I want a carne asada quesadilla, so I went out and got us carne asada quesadilla.
Okay, so you were inspired by me as well?
Yes, absolutely.
As usual, women need to be a little conscious about when they have makeup on and eat food, especially on camera. So
yes.
I was like, hey, I gotta be neat. So I
yes.
got something that I was able to fit in my mouth in one piece.
Yes.
I don't say that usually.
Yes, exactly. So this is not a quesadilla. What's that one guy's name that would say that? What's his name?
Quesadilla. Oh, friggin', was it Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm surprised that they never actually made a part 2 of that movie. Because to me, that was such a hilarious movie, even though it took me like 5 times to watch it before I understood that it was hilarious. But yeah, it was hilarious.
It's very dry humor.
Yes. and you know what? I would play it and my kids would watch it and they would be busting up. And I'm looking at them like, what the fuck are they laughing about?
Your mom goes to college.
Yeah, your mom goes to college. That shit was hilarious.
Or was it Vote for Pedro?
Vote for Pedro, yeah.
But the thing is, like, his family swooped through, though. Mm-hmm. Like, they were messing with them or they were messing with the kids. They're like, that ain't happening.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, introduce us to your beer because you're drinking something over there.
Yes. So this is Arrogant Bastard Ale. It comes from San Diego. And I fell in love with this beer when I was around, say, 19, 20 years old. I mean, of course, before the age of drinking. I mean, we'll just say that we're not going to lie. A lot of Latinos and their families, they drink kind of precursor to
yes
to the drinking age. So this was one of my favorite beers at a certain period of time, and I spent a lot of time drinking a lot of different beers in that age, and this one was always just special at the same time. It wasn't something regular, and I couldn't drink it all the time. But when I had a little bit of extra money, or had some to spend, and I'm like, ooh, I can get some Arrogant Bastard at the Bevmo because it's not super expensive. It's just it's an acquired taste. and it's almost like it has like a very dark. Color to it, but it has a very subtle taste, and it's not too overpowering.
No. What is the difference? Because I don't know, and maybe I don't know if you know, a difference between an ale and an IPA. Is there a difference?
Oh, what? An ale, yes. An ale is it's brewed differently, but I mean, I'm not going to be all like getting into technicalities on beer because I'm not a brewer, but as what I know, it is brewed differently. It is a lighter shade of beer, whereas also IPAs, they are also brewed differently, and they have more of like a hoppy taste in it.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know too much, but I did get some asada guacamole if you care to have some.
Okay, sure.
And
I see this white chile here. That's kind of different.
yeah, most girls like chile.
Oh, I know. So. I tell you, chile rules the life.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. So once again, if you're watching and your parents are right there, a little later on, we're gonna get into a little bit more like so. If you flunked sex ed in high school, you're gonna get an earful today.
You're gonna get a spanking.
Yes, you're gonna get a spanking. So if you hear cheeks clapping tonight in your mom and dad's bedroom, you already know what the hell is going on. Okay, and they're not watching a church service.
Cover your ears.
Okay. So
you don't want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, you know what? Here's what's trending. Remember a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago, that guy Jussie Smollett. Are you familiar with him?
No, sir.
You're not?
No, I'll give you a bit of backstory. I haven't been on social media before 2021, and I really haven't been with current events and social media at all. But we could always chop it up with things. I like to be educated, so yeah, please inform me what's up with this guy.
Okay, most of you guys know who Jussie Smollett is. This is the guy that actually lied about a hate crime.
Oh, that's blasphemous.
Yeah, he staged his own hate crime. Let me go ahead and read it. It said, I got a big ass quesadilla in my mouth. Hold on.
Don't have to tell yourself that twice, huh?
Okay. Jussie Smollett was released from Cook County Jail Wednesday after appeals court agreed with his lawyers that he should be released pending the appeal of the conviction for lying to the police about a racist and homophobic crime. This guy is a black man, homosexual, very bold about it. He was on that show called Empire.
Okay.
And he staged his own hate crime, like they jumped him and beat him up. He said it was two white guys, I guess in the middle of the night wearing MAGA hats.
Okay.
And one of them ran up to him, kicked him. He said he fought back. He remembers them pouring bleach on him and then putting a noose around his neck.
Wow.
Okay, like a modern day lynching.
Okay.
So this guy went, pretty much started his own fucking campaign and started telling everybody that he was, that he was beat up and shit. Well, what happened was they found out that he was fucking lying. His stories weren't adding up. Wow. So they fucking took him to court and they gave him 150 days and then he was released after like not even a week.
That is atrocious. That's some heinous shit. That's really bad.
I mean, because first of all, he got caught lying and he said that these guys were wearing Trump hats. So obviously he was trying to start a racial war between whites and blacks. And the reason why one of the cops said that he knew that, he said it this way, it was fishy because when we went to the apartment or the condo where he was at after he supposedly got beat up, then when the cops walked in, he still had the noose around his neck.
Wow. That's some scary shit. I mean, I can't imagine any situation like that where anybody would be calm. No, not at all.
You would think you would take that shit off.
Well, yeah, but
now here's the funny part, okay? If there's something funny, I'm gonna find humor in it.
Okay.
But I'm only quoting him, okay?
All right.
When he was going around pretty much saying, I fought back, they hit me, I fought back, I'm the gay Tupac. That's what he called himself, the gay Tupac. I want one of you guys on your phone, Google Jussie Smollett, it's Jussie, Jussie Smollett, and he called himself the gay Tupac.
Wow, that's a very crazy story. I mean, damn, I wish I would have been on some social platform to know a lot more stories. I never really investigated too much into social events. We'll just say anything that I have in the past few years has just been all like either science or new developments and stuff.
Now, just to ask, if somebody's wondering, like, how come you haven't been on social media since 2021? Like, for what reason? It never interested you?
Well, short story, I was married from 2012 to 2021. And it was just not something that I wanted to have, and at the same time, it didn't really serve any purpose. And when I did get myself off of social media, it was via Facebook. So this was a long time ago.
Okay.
So around like I said, 2012, I ended that account, and I just haven't been on anything since. And up until I got a divorce of April 1st of 2021. And I had started an Instagram January 1st of 2021. So I'm like, we'll just try this out. I have no idea what the hell is going on in the world now. I'm like, I feel like a space cadet. I'm like, who are you? What's going on? But here's the thing. If that might be as my naivety might serve, I don't feel so intimidated by a lot of things. Like, I'm just like, oh, well, what is that? What is that? Like, I'm just open, I'm curious, and I'm not very, hesitant to approach things with either, sharing ideas or having conversations. And that's just where it's at. I'm an open book.
Okay. Well, one thing I will say that social media has fucked up a lot of people. Like, there are people that can't get no followers, so they buy followers. There are people that can't get certified, so they buy a certification. Almost like they feel that validates them. And some people really take their social media really fucking serious. Like, you're not an artist, you're not a producer, you're not an actor, you're not this, but how do you have 20-something K followers?
You know what? This is, like I said, a subject that I've only come to know in the past year and a half. And to observe this behavior,
yes,
it is, it's quite toxic. Like, there's a lot of people out there that I know for sure that I know try and do very good attempts to keep their social media for, a very good purpose.
Right.
Then there's other people that are just on the ladder of attention seekers or validation. And that's just fine. And I say that because this is something that has transformed. Like, a lot of things that we used to know back in the day, that were like, well, we didn't really need that, or da-da-da. Like, the world has changed a lot. And these are things that are now just social norms. Like, we can't really just escape it. It's there. It's in your face. It's never something that's going to go away. It'll just keep on evolving. But that's just okay. I mean, the people that need validation, like, good for you, and I hope that you strive and earn what you put into that.
Yeah.
And otherwise, the people that are doing it for a really good reason, meaning like either community or having putting out, like I said, either ideas or situations that are a little bit either extreme or they're a bit controversial, and that's just what we need to do, though. We need to get more exposure out there. About subjects.
Sometimes for some of these people, I want to be like a mean bastard. I hope there's like an app where we can somehow bring up somebody's page and see if they got fake followers. You see all these guys from India following you all of a sudden, and I'm like, okay, because there's a way now you can check if somebody has a fake blue check mark. And believe me, when I saw that,
wow.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, this fake motherfucker bought a blue check mark. So I'm going to expose all your motherfuckers. But sooner or later, somebody's going to come up with, okay, this motherfucker got fake followers too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm on my 6th Instagram page right now, and I have to keep starting over and over and over because I got this one jealous, obsessed person constantly deleting my shit. So we'll leave it at that.
Right.
But anyways, you know what? I should have got me something else.
What do you mean?
Because you know what I don't like about quesadillas, and maybe you guys at home understand, when you kind of let it sit, after a while, the tortilla gets a little kind of hard. Or when you buy them in these styrofoam things and you leave them closed, they start getting steamy and soft, or like they get like soggy in a sense. It's better to always eat at a restaurant. But since this is not a restaurant and I have to buy it and bring it over here, it is what it is. So, other than that, now, do you watch? I know you said you don't pay a lot to current events. Do you watch the news at all? Do you watch what does Ashley C watch when she's just at home and she's got some spare time to kill?
Like I said, I'm pretty much oblivious to everything else except my interests, which usually would be music and dancing, and like educating myself on just like subjects like today and yesterday and the day before I was looking into the whole subject of the alpha and betas. And with that being said, it was just one of those things where I do like to look into things, but then I have a really bad habit of deep diving into stuff, and I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, like where do I stop? Because then it gets to a point where I'm like, okay, well, I don't have much education about what my discovery is, and I don't want to overextend knowledge that, you know, I don't have. So with that being said, what do you think about we'll just say in general, because we very lightly spoke about it. What was your, we'll just say, precursor to me mentioning about alpha beta? What was your understanding of it?
Well, honestly, I kind of want to save that. I want people to wait for that.
Okay.
So we will get into that. All right. But you know what? I kind of want to lead into it a little bit. And I want to ask you something, because I know a lot of people watching probably have done this before. For an example, I don't even know if they even still have, well, no, they don't, because there was a store in Long Beach. It was the first time I ever entered a porn store. And it was, we're not talking about like lingerie. We're talking about it was all videos, you know, toys, dildos, Joy Gel, lotions, cages, whatever. Okay.
Okay.
And I was about maybe 18 years old, and I should have never have been in there. But I went with one of my friends.
But
and
you're of age.
Yeah, well, I know, but what I saw, there was a guy on TV. There was two guys. There was a guy at the counter, and he looked like he didn't want to be there, but he had a TV of two guys 69ing each other.
Oh, wow.
And he had the TV blasting. Okay, so I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, keep in mind, this is the first time I actually seen
two guys eating ass.
Yeah, exactly. Tossing salad. Okay.
All right.
So I told my boy, hey, you come here a lot? Because he's like in his mid-20s now. He goes, yeah, I just got to buy my girl something. Now, he was trying to hide it from me because he had a long trench coat. So he was trying to put it on the side. But I'm not going to lie to you. You know what it was? It was a fist.
Fuck no. For real?
It was a fucking fist. Okay?
Whoa, okay?
And I saw that. Now, keep in mind, I'm 18 years old. This whole new fucking world is weird to me. And I'm looking at that shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you going to do with that? Oh, it's for my girl. It's a joke. It's a joke. And I was like,
sure it is.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Bitch like to be fisted.
Yeah. Okay, now here's the funny part, okay? If that wasn't funny enough. About 3 months later, me and him, I was DJing. He came with me. I got a little tipsy. I stayed the night at his pad, okay? Okay. And he goes, you can sleep in my room. I'll sleep in the living room. Okay. So I'm sleeping in his bed. Okay, cool, whatever. And I'm like, I'm fucking cold. I need another fucking blanket. I look in his closet, nothing. I'm like, fuck. I look in his, like, where he has the towels, nothing. So I decided to look under the bed. Okay. And the fucking fist is right there, open out of the fucking box.
What did that like? It was gonna grab me from the freaking.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, the fist is gonna fuck me up.
But being the nice guy that I am, here's what I did. I went and got a face towel from the cabinet, and I picked that motherfucker up. Okay.
Was it heavy?
Yes, it was. I picked that motherfucker up, and I was like this. Hey, wake up. Wake up. And I was hitting him with it. And he goes,
Oh, no. He's like, I know that feeling.
Yeah. Okay. I go, wake up. He finally wakes up, and I throw it at him. And I go, I thought it was for your girl, bitch.
Damn, fool.
He goes, hey, man, stop. She didn't want it, so I didn't know what to do with it. Like, okay. So I know there's a bunch of you guys out there, ladies, look under your bed, okay? You might find a fist.
Hey, you got to keep those booty holes protected, man, okay?
Okay.
You can't be just like everyone, okay? Come on.
Yeah, so that was the first time that I was introduced. Now, do you remember the first time, if you ever, walked into a porn store?
With that being said, okay, and initially, of course, you were saying, like, sex toys, like
right.
Spencer's, okay?
Everybody knows
Spencer's,
yeah, of course.
like, okay, go in there and chuckle, hee hee ha ha. But sex store, I would have to say, In Newport Beach.
Okay.
Yes, there's this store called, I think, the Love Store, or it's a really popular store in Orange County to go and hit up for costumes, for toys, for accessories, for like nets and shoes and a bunch of stuff that's of the a little bit more than just vanilla. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and that's where I got a little bit more experience as far as I would say lubricants and sex toys that weren't so invasive, stuff like flogs or stuff that like are just for sensory things. A lot of foreplay stuff. I mean, it just really depends what people like. But me personally, I like more sensual. We'll just say sensual type of activities. I like to be, like touched or, a little scratches or, any kind of tender, almost touching.
What about gerbil?
No gerbils.
No gerbils,
Richard Gere, we love you, sweetie, but you got to stop that dirty habit. You're getting a little too old for it.
You know what's crazy about that? That we had no social media back then, and that shit traveled.
Right.
That shit traveled. That motherfucker liked a little mouse up his ass.
Well, I mean, I hope he doesn't have more than one up there, because they're going to be just living up there forever.
Maybe that's a cage. His ass is a cage. Maybe. And he just, maybe he has that wheel with the little hamster
wheel in there.
Yeah,
There's
little
a
hamster wheel
in there, too. He's stuck in his
rectum. No, the gerbil does this to his balls.
Hey, well, he keeps them company, man. You need all the friends you can.
How old were you the first time you actually ever seen a porn, or at least a partial porn, or you were introduced to pornography as far as?
Okay, this is a good one. That's a really good question. Do you remember the days of cable? This is the early 90s. Yes. Okay, the early 90s, around 95, 96, give or take.
You change the channel and it kind of looks like a sweater.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say my dad, he was an insurance agent. He did auto insurance and stuff. So he was really well off when in his early 20s. Okay. And so he used to love all the latest gadgets and stuff. They had a big old freaking Mitsubishi TV, surround sound, Dolby, whatever it was called, and then they had a laser disc player. Yeah. And that was seriously home entertainment. It was just spectacular. So here's the thing: when we had cable, there was an interruption, of course. But here's the thing: I remember what channel it was, because I was trying to turn the Disney channel, and this is like I said, precursor Disney, early 90s. And what had happened is I tried to change the channel 25. I remember it was 25, and with 24, it was an in between. I switched it. But it was on 25, but I guess channel 24 was still intercepting, and all I see is I knew this person was blonde, because you could kind of see the static was kind of negative on that. So probably some blonde chick getting boned. I kind of see some titties kind of bounce back and forth, and I'm just I don't really know what I'm seeing, but I'm I don't think this is this is what I'm supposed to be watching right now. So it was one of those okay, I don't know what's going on, and the parents weren't around either. They're just probably either in a bathroom or in a bedroom, whatever. And I'm just okay, well, I'm trying to switch real quick, before somebody does come. So yeah, that was my experience with porn. I'm just I don't get it. And then I will say other experiences were just weird, and you don't want to find your parents' porn. I'll just tell you that.
Oh yeah, exactly. Especially if it's guy porn. So okay. Now here's the crazy one. Okay, when we were kids, we didn't have Playboy or Hustler. I mean, they were out, but we were kids. We couldn't buy them. The neighborhood kids, because I had my whole neighborhood, a bunch of kids, so we all hung around together. We were like the Mexican Sandlot. Okay. Awesome. And there was this one kid. They used to always tell me every fucking Saturday, "Hey Tony, you want to go get horny?" And I was, "Do I want to go get horny?" Okay. True story. And if you're watching, And I was like, "Yeah, let me check it out." He had a Sears catalog of lingerie.
Oh shit! Okay.
So that was it. I was like, "Damn, she got she got a big ass." And then, and back then we wouldn't say "Would you fuck?" It was "Would you hump her?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, hump her." Yeah, I'll definitely hump her. You know, so and then we used to think that doggy. Okay.
So what was doggy style back in the day?
Well, we were kids. We were elementary. We used to think that like either doggy style or butt fuck. That's what we used to call it. We used to always say, we used to think that it was just rubbing your weenie against her butt cheeks. Like
okay, that's pretty cool.
Like that was it. Like, yeah, I hump her. So yeah, I doggy style. But that's pretty much what it was. But as a kid, it's weird because you always wondered where the hole was.
Hey, you're right.
Think about that. Mm-hmm. See, because when you see pictures, you see a man and a woman like this. So we thought the weenie just goes straight in. So it's got to be somewhere around her belly button.
Holy shit!
It's got to be.
Okay, oh man, that's a very specific map of the female anatomy of what you understood about it.
Yeah,
wow.
I mean, but you got to understand. So your kids are probably thinking the same thing. So it's important to educate them about the birds and the bees. That's what we used to call it, say back then. So they still say that? Have you talked to your kid about the birds and the bees?
The talk.
The talk.
The talk. I would say that when I was educated in sex, it was there was a class or something when I was 13, but it's not very practical.
Okay.
No, because they tell you about stuff, but at the same time, they don't really prepare you for other moments that might kind of come about before marriage.
Okay.
You know, just if you haven't, or I don't know, people that, or there are many people that have had premarital sex, like, you know, being a young person, or we'll just say before the age of 18. So with that being said, I would always like to say to young women out there that if you feel that you have to wait, then please do so, because sometimes being young and kind of pressured, or
and you men too,
putting out there, men too are also pressured to have sex. I'd say don't do it unless you're ready, because that also kind of sets you up for,
because you can never take it back.
Well, not only that, but you know, you're a young person, you're not fully developed, you're still finding out and like going through a lot of like hormonal changes, emotion changes, and you know, things are going haywire. So I'm like, oh, you really think it's rational that, you know, you're having sex with somebody and you're like, oh, I love him and I'm in love, and like you're 13 fucking years old, like what the fuck do you know? Like, right. It's like, and I don't want to discriminate, but here that's just science. Like they're going through a lot of changes.
I had another funny story. I go to my friend's house. I'm on my way to, I think we were in 7th grade, and I'm on my way to his house. And I hear his little sister constantly calling him, fuck you, plastic man. Fuck you, plastic man. Shut up, bitch. Don't be calling me plastic man. Plastic man was a cartoon character. Okay. Almost like Stretch Armstrong. You guys remember Stretch Armstrong?
Yes, I remember.
But plastic man can like move his hands, fucking bend, stretch, or whatever.
Okay.
So one day I just had the balls enough to ask him, like, bro, why did your sister keep calling you plastic man? He goes, I don't know. So one day we went to his house. We were playing Atari.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a shit. I'll be back. That's what he said. So I called his sister. I said, come here. And he goes, why do you call your brother Plastic Man? I'm not the only one who calls him Plastic Man. His older brother calls him Plastic Man, and so does my mom. And I was like, but why? He goes, because I walked in the restroom and he was yanking his plastic.
Ooh, so they had a code word.
Yeah, so she caught his ass pulling the good old tallywhacker.
Pulling the pad.
Yeah, fuck you, plastic man.
Oh.
So.
Oh, that's messed up. Hey, he was just trying to have a moment, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad, you know? We'll just say for all the little boys out there that have been caught, you know, don't feel too bad, okay? It happens to the best of us.
Okay, now, first time I seen a porn, I was with one of my boys, and we were in junior high school. I think that's pretty much where I discovered everything in junior high school. And we put on this videotape. And we see this one white dude boning a white girl. He's got a doggy style standing up. He's pulling her fucking hair. He's banging that shit hard, and he's slapping the shit out of her. And then he starts slapping her ass. And she's like, like, what the fuck? So in my mind, I'm saying to myself, bro, he's going to hurt her. Okay? He's going to hurt her.
Oh, gosh.
And this bitch was like, until she said, more. And I'm like, holy shit. Yeah.
Tony, There are some very strange reactions that women get when they're absolutely turned on. I'm not saying I'm one of them, but in my walks of life, I have heard other women around me, and like either they're sexy sounding or they're not.
Yeah, no, this one sounded like if we were on a reservation and there was a ritual going on.
Right.
Because she was like,
She's getting the devil possessed out of her.
Yeah.
Like,
So let's keep her in prayer, you guys. So,
oh my.
By the way, MC Wiggs is in the motherfucking building.
Yeah, MC
MC
Wiggs.
Wiggs. He just ate a half a pizza.
Hey, if you say half of this, guess that.
Hell yeah. Okay, you know what, good. Mega Man, do me one big favor. Oh, you know what? Let me get Alice. Alice, can you give me a Pacifico, please, por favor? I'm gonna start drinking a little bit early since we're talking sex ed. So if you guys think that it was gonna be clean, I told you guys, cucks beware. Okay, we're gonna talk about cucks. We're gonna talk about alphas and betas and mandilones and all you guys. So
and chiones. Huh?
Yeah, chiones. Yeah. Now, you know, let's kind of like briefly get into it. There are some men, and I've seen it on the internet. I don't know if it's like a fetish or what, but there's some men that like to be almost treated like babies and wear diapers. Are you familiar with that?
I've heard and I have seen like maybe a porno or two just for the sake of honestly just curiosity.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
Yeah, so with that being said, it is actually a psychological type of fetish as well as physical. So I'd like to get a little into that. So with that being said, there are early stages in life where certain either individuals, it can be males or females, because we can't just discriminate either. But we'll just talk about the males right now because we already know that maybe they had something go on in their early childhood that, you know, they weren't nurtured in that way.
See, to me, I don't try to figure that shit out. I just like this guy likes fucking diapers and he's got evil Knievel skid marks on him. So, you know.
But that's what I mean. I'm a different, we'll just say a different person of processes. Like I like science. I like to like be into like the reason why the brain freaking, why are these people end up like that? Like pretty much. And I'm like, okay, well, they've got some issues, but at the same time, I have no problem with people. I mean, nobody should have a problem with people expressing themselves in any way, even if we don't believe in it, you know.
Okay, well,
to each his own.
Can you come home from work and catch your man in a fucking diaper with a pacifier?
No, I would not.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That.
Yeah, that's what you know.
But the thing is, I would have. Oh, here's the thing: if people are that stupid not to notice like these things before, then they've been obviously freaking shrouded in denial. But yeah, so I wouldn't catch my man like that because I would know what his fetishes are. I'm like, we would have discussed that right at the front door, okay?
Okay. No, because I've seen that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these guys? They're like, goo goo gaga. What the fuck? I mean, whatever happened to just plain boning? You know, I mean,
yeah, okay,
you know,
okay.
Now it's just like diapers and fuck. Change me, mommy. What the fuck?
You're like, what happened to missionary and doggy style, where you just put your weenie in between the butt cheeks
or
and
a good
it just
old
goes
hump.
in. Yes, a good old. I love that.
Yeah, you know.
Hey, Mega Man, I'm gonna hump you later, okay?
Oh, see?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See, she said she's gonna hump him. Okay.
It's okay.
Pay attention.
Hey, that doesn't mean I like to just cling onto a leg and just, you know, rub against it. Why not?
Okay. What about like bondage? Like, do you know anybody that's into that? I look at. I think that's kind of weird, but there's some people that like that 50 Shades of Grey type of shit.
Okay, I do have a story about that.
Okay.
It was I was like in my early 20s, and it was with an older gentleman. And he, we'll just say, from the get-go, it really wasn't something that was discussed. It was just kind of like, I don't say sprung on me.
Okay.
But we would have dinner, we would go out, take me back to his apartment, and what would happen is that he would describe what he wanted, and at the same time he would also present material, either if it be visual like a video or he did have pornographic material as well. And I I wasn't opposed to it. I was just, like I said, I'm just a curious gal, I guess.
Right.
I'm just like, okay, well, you know, what's this? Like, what? All right, you know, what do you want me to do? And it really wasn't something that was to that extreme of what you would see 50 Shades of Grey, but it was just like, you know, yes, being a submissive person, at least just in that moment. Like he wanted me to just get down on my knees, and it was like kind of like cock worship, if you would call it.
Cock worship. Pay attention. Okay.
And he would use like one of those rings just to like, and it would be like around his balls and around his like the base of his penis, and so it would just be like.
What is that ring for? Like, what is it, Lord of the Rings or something? Or what?
If we'll just say, if you want to have a steady blood flow, or just to cut off that blood flow to the penis, you would use a cock ring to put it at the base, and so it holds it there.
You just can't get like a strap like from Home Depot.
No, that would. Do you want?
I'm only asking because I don't know. Some dental floss.
Yeah, like I said, do you want plastic burn, or do you want to actually cut off the circulation to your dick? Like you trying to chop off your pee-pee for?
Yeah.
Like
I'm just wondering, like a ring. All right, cool.
The ring is rubber, though. It's like imagine like a rubber band, like a,
okay.
You know, like you know, females, they have like a rubber band. It's kind of thick, but it has no cloth on it. It's just silicone. You know, it's safe. It's safe for skin.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, and then you can ask me the same question.
Sure.
Do women, maybe you could just give us a general answer. Now, men, pay attention, and women, pay attention if you guys are watching. Do you prefer a man nicely groomed, almost shaved, or hairy like Chewbacca?
Where?
His cock.
Oh, you mean pubic hair?
Yeah.
Actually, it depends on the. Actually, the
I'm talking about women. Fuck the man. We're like, what do women like? Man, I just hope he's groomed. I hope he's pretty much bald. I hope he's hairy.
Neat.
Okay, neat.
Neat. Like I do not care about pubic hair. Like everybody has it, and at the same time, I don't have expectations of somebody to be like constantly freaking, you know, manscaping. That's okay. Like I
she said manscaping. That was dope.
Well, that is, and it's actually a brand, and they make very pretty and comfortable chonies. Yeah.
All right. Okay, now at least I'm gonna speak for men that have told me this, and they said I like my women bald. That's what they've said. They like their women bald. They like to see the nice pan dulce. Pan dulce. Okay?
Well, we'll just say if I could afford at this time to do like Brazilian waxes, I'd do that. Like,
Brazilian waxes are amazing, by the way.
Yes.
Amazing.
I approve of those.
Front and back, okay?
Yes.
But there's some guys that have told me, nah, I like a little hair. You know, I like a little fur burger. You know, so I'm like.
I do something called the V. Like it's just like a little triangle patch, and everything else, and in between is neat.
Sounds interesting.
Well, you know, just like I said, little triangle.
Was that picture you sent me? I'm on play.
Yeah, maybe, huh? Maybe it was Mega Man's armpit.
No, it wasn't.
it was a little hot dog weenie. Was it behind one dude's head or something?
Okay, now what about are women attracted to men with beards?
Me particularly at one time, not really. I liked a guy that just had like either like, you heard of a Mobius mustache?
No.
Okay, it's pretty much like a full, but just not really like right here. It kind of just connects from like a mustache and up through like the
like Colonel Sanders?
I think so. Like I said, it's just kind of missing right here. But this is actually the first man that I've dated with a full beard, which is actually pretty nice. I think he wears it well, and
if he shaves it off, if he shaves it off, he look like a little boy. Yeah, he bends his dick backwards and sticks it in his cornhole.
Oh no, we don't want that.
Okay. Here's I was watching Forensic Files earlier. Okay. This lady finds out that her husband gets killed at work. Okay. But she wasn't feeling so sad after a while when she found out that he had a lover.
Of course.
Okay. Now here's my thing. Look, if you like men, you like men. I'm talking to men.
Right.
But my thing is, don't get fucking married and then cheat on your girl with another fucking dude.
That's true.
Come on.
Stop living a lie.
Yeah, you're over there having a weenie roast behind your girl's back. You know what I'm saying?
It's not fair.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is where I do have experience. Like in my marriage, I'll clearly say that communication, once we'll say the person communicates with you that they want some sort of a change, or there's something that you know they feel entitled that they need to explore. Right. It's going to be really up to the other person receiving this if they want to open Pandora's box or if they want to keep it closed.
Okay. Let me share something about Pandora's box, okay? There was a guy that I knew, maybe about 10 years ago, told me this story, where he was trying to convince his wife, and they were, you know, his wife was a good-looking woman, that he wanted a threesome, okay? With another girl, obviously, okay? And now... pay attention, okay? Because you never know. This could happen to you. Well, he convinced her. After 6 months, she finally said, okay, I'll do it for your birthday. It's a one-time thing. I have a girlfriend. I think you'll like her. She said, she goes both ways, and she said that if I ever wanted to explore that world, that she wanted to be my first, okay? So he invited her over, and they did their thing, okay? A couple of months later, she asked him, you know what? I'm considering it. My birthday's coming up. Would you want to do it again? Well, right away, he started accusing her of, you're being a fucking whore. You know, how dare you? But she never said that to him. Okay. This is a conversation that me and him had. And I said, why would you accuse her, bro? This girl is offering you what you begged her for again. That's a come up. Why wouldn't you take it? No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Well, she continued to ask him, you know, I really want to do it. I kind of liked it. Yeah. You're a fucking whore. You fucking lesbo. Like, he just went in on her. Why? I do not understand.
That's messed up. Okay.
So she did what I knew she would do. She started talking to homegirl behind his back. And before you know it, they were with each other. Oh. He caught him, and he tried to, like, scold her. And she just said, fuck it, you know what, I'm good, I'm gonna leave you. And she moved in with her, okay, and left his ass. And then he said, what do you think I should do? And I go, nothing. What are you gonna do?
Let her leave.
Yeah.
She wanted to leave, let her leave.
Now, but here's my thing. Who opened that door?
She did.
She did or he did?
Wait, was it the
dude is the guy?
Oh yeah, he invited it. Oh yeah, it was him. Sorry.
It was, yeah.
Like, she did for what reason?
And I said, dude, you started that shit. Here's another story, okay?
Okay.
This guy didn't know how to tell his girl that he liked dudes. Okay. And what happened was he asked his girl for a threesome. Eventually, she said yes, and then he asked her for another one eventually. Okay. But this time, she said, okay, cool, I'll invite my friend over again. Well, when he left, he texted her and said, but with another man.
Oh my.
So she's thinking, okay, this guy just wants to watch his friend, you know, do me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, they took turns with his girl. She allowed it. So she said, okay, I'm done. You know, I had 2 weenies. I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and. I'm gonna go ahead and shower up.
Okay. Holy.
She comes out and she tells me this part. Them motherfuckers are 69 in each other.
Oh no. That's fucking tragic.
Exactly.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, I cannot say I've ever been in a compromising situation with 2 dudes.
Pay attention.
But yeah, that's really messed up. It's not something where I would believe anybody wins in that situation.
You know, like I said, here's my thing. If you're going to do that, but don't go get fucking married, bro.
Oh, yeah,
and then that's how you shock your girl by, like, I want another threesome with another man.
Well, here's the thing, and which I don't believe a lot of people take too seriously, is marriage is a commitment. And if you're making a commitment to one person, either you really have to get all those other things at the wayside, right? Because hey, like, you had all this other time to do so, but here's the thing, like, you want to switch up the game later in the game, like, right. You're gonna suffer some consequences, even if it might be positive or negative. Right.
Okay. How do you feel about couples that ask each other after a while, "Can I get a pass?"
Honestly, I don't approve of it.
Okay.
I don't approve of it because it will change the dynamic of the relationship no matter what.
Okay.
Even if it's positive.
Alex, let's ask a question. Would you give, how will we present it? Like, it's got to go both ways. Would you give each other a pass?
Yeah, hall pass. If you've ever seen that movie, hall pass.
Are you guys open to a hall pass in a relationship? And let's see what happens, and we'll come back. Okay. So here's another one where another female years ago told me about her man, and she said, "Do you think that he may like men?" And I said, "Why? What are you talking about?" He goes, "Well, after a while, he would tell me that he saw things in magazines he wanted to try, but it was always involving shoving something up his ass."
Okay. So you like anal play?
Right. Kind of, but here's what happened.
Okay.
That this motherfucker would get doggy style, and he would get one of them long ass candles, like candlelight dinner candles.
Okay.
And I guess he would oil it, and she would stick it up his ass.
Okay.
And then light it.
Oh my! Would the wax be going anywhere?
No, I don't know. I don't. But
like, hey, like if you're gonna share an experience like that, might as well have a little bit of.
And I was like,
dripping wax on some girl's ass while he's fucking ass up. I don't know.
I'm like, are you fucking serious? He goes, yeah. And after a while, every time he would go, like every other week, he's like, hey, babe, I got some more candles. You know, and I was like,
oh my.
Okay. The next step was he bought her a strap on.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's just inching closer to what you really want to achieve, and I wouldn't say just the relationship.
If you're sitting right next to your man right now, and he's sweating because we're talking about this, go look under his bed.
You might find the big black fist.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
But yeah, so after a while, that he just told her, you know what? I think I want to explore if it's for me. This motherfucker was just dying for some kids knock. That's what he was dying for.
He was dying for some
cock.
Extra big fist cock.
Some chorizo con huevos.
Oh no, it's more like the Polish sausage or some kind of big old, was it kielbasa that you find in some meat market.
Oh man. Okay. How did you ask the question, Alex? There you go. Would you give? Yeah. To cheat, like maybe over the weekend or so. Maybe she's going to Ensenada, Rosarito, Mexicali. You know, would you give her a pass?
Well, I got to be honest.
Okay.
Very honest. Sometimes even with a pass, could you guarantee that person could give you an orgasm?
Well, I know for a man, they make, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think all men could.
A man just needs some ass cheeks, and then he'll.
You don't know that. Some men need a little bit extra to actually get off. I mean,
like a candle.
Yeah, maybe a candle.
No,
a candle and a big black fist.
Like some diapers.
But yeah, that's just me. Like I could certainly say that
bring me another one, please.
I've had my share of experiences, and if that person just doesn't do it for me, then why? I've wasted my time enough.
Okay.
Like fuck, like too many fucking people out there is just like, okay, all right, this isn't working, or it's just
there was
like
a woman that actually asked a question. I don't know if it was like if she just posted it or she really meant it. She said, if you have a woman in your life that treats you like a queen, like a king, cooks for you, you know, irons your clothes, washes your clothes, goes to work for you, loves you, but her sex is not that good, could you stay with her?
No.
Okay, now, here's how I'm going to answer that, okay?
Uh-huh.
I will say yes. I'm going to tell you why. Because you can shape and mold her any way you want. You could train her. You could teach her. Okay? Here's the thing, because you could find a hoe that could probably rock your motherfucking world, and that bitch will warm me up a cup of noodles. Okay? Sure. Wash your own motherfucking clothes. Mm-hmm. Babe, can I get a pass? You know, no, I'll fuck you again. Okay, baby, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather teach my girl, you know, I teach her how to hump.
Well, that's just it. I only said no for the reason being because I wanted to hear exactly where you were coming from. Mm-hmm. As far as I'm like, okay, well, what is Tony gonna bring to the table to present that predicament? I'm like, oh, well, if she can't have sex very well, Tony the Wizard's gonna whip her into shape and make sure she's just ready for that big, delicious.
Yes. You know what the A stands for?
What?
Anaconda.
Oh my.
There it is.
Does it just drop to the ground or does it bite? Or both?
They call me the wizard because I have the magic stick.
Oh, okay. All right.
Whatever it is there.
All right, Spencer, full Spencer.
Okay, now here's another one. Does size matter to a woman? Or is it the motion of the ocean? I'm tired of hearing that bullshit. I want to hear a raw answer. Because I had a guest here, Sofia Maria, and she said, of course it matters. Girls always say, you know what? It's not the size, it's how you work it. Well, if he ain't got shit, what's he going to work?
That's true.
That's a great point.
Yeah, size
Pay
does
attention.
matter.
Okay.
Size does matter.
Okay, now, what if you love a guy, he's the perfect guy, but his pee-pee's like this? Like that shit looks like a Jolly Rancher sideways. So
Fuck it. Can he lick pussy?
he's probably a savage.
I don't know. I don't have any complaints about my current partner.
Okay. You know what? I had a buddy that straight told me that, hey, man, I want you to hook me in with that girl. Oh, I think she likes you, bro. Okay, cool, man. He goes, but here's what he said. No lie. I'm not going to say his name because I'll be throwing him under the bus. But he goes, just let her know that I'm not that big, bro. He goes, I'm not that big, but fuck, my tongue's a savage.
Hey, fuck it, man. I mean, and here's just where it's at.
He's a tongue
It's
twister.
always good to be well-rounded.
Okay.
And here's where I'm gonna point out or like call out all the big dick motherfuckers out there. Okay,
Yeah.
probably including Mr. Tony A.
Nah, I mean-
Tony Anaconda. Okay, that. Just because you have a big dick doesn't mean that you need to fucking rely on that one thing because everything else does matter. Okay, like
Yes,
don't
it
be
does.
just like a one trick pony. That's just it.
Yeah.
Like you're just what you're good at fucking. No, like it needs to be a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
I'm like okay, I want to address this too, and this is like something that I don't even know if guys really pay attention to much. Why is it that in every sexual sexual contact or presentation, why do women have to initiate either dick sucking first? Why can't it be like a dude going down on her via like? It seems to always be common.
In other words, just to get it started, the man. Why shouldn't the man should initiate it at times? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that like that's just the first. We'll just say the first contact. At least for me and a lot of my experiences with men in general, we'll do foreplay, but usually, at least me, I'm always giving oral sex to the guy first, and where I'm like, okay, even though we warm up, I could touch you, you could touch me, but it's always usually first contact is always usually the man.
Yeah, he lays back like Winnie the Pooh with his legs open, and is like, "What's up?"
Exactly, and that's
see what you're
not
saying.
like I said. It's not with anything current. It's just something that I've witnessed a
Okay.
lot of, and that's not something where I'm not talking shit. It's
Right.
just like it's a fact. I'm like okay.
Okay.
Where maybe women have a little bit of a tougher time maybe communicating that. Hey, you know what? Why don't we try this once? Like I can go down on you like this day, and like that's how we start. Or if not, like, how about you lick my pussy first, and
Right.
then I'll do that.
Okay.
I mean, I think
Why don't
that
we
there
just
should
flip a
always be
coin?
a balance. Oh yeah, exactly.
Flip a coin.
And that's what I mean. Like,
Heads I win, tails you lose.
it's just the status quo. That's just where it's at. Like I feel that women always have to present the first move in that way, and like you said, like
Right.
to warm me up or
Right.
to get it going. I get that, but I'm like, well, then here's the thing. After I warm that person up, do I really get warmed up? Not really. Like I don't get like a lick back. I just get like maybe hey, let me lick it
That
and
was
like
good, baby.
just get my pussy wet and like suck my tits a bit. It's like all right, well I didn't even get any oral sex at all. It's just one of those things where it's just occurred a lot more often in my life.
Okay, all right.
And that's what I mean. Women need to communicate a little bit more to their partners. Like, hey,
Yes.
you need to. I want this, or like this should happen a little bit more often.
If there are couples watching right now, I guarantee you the dude doesn't want to look at his girl right now.
She's like, you better be going down on me tonight, fool, or else like this girl's like just talking some weird shit right now.
And all of a sudden he goes,
I'm tired. I'm too tired. My tongue,
I gotta go
my
to work,
tongue is
bitch.
too exhausted.
Yeah.
I've been talking shit all
I gotta
day.
go to work. What the fuck you talking about?
I've been going to work.
I bring home the bacon. Okay. Now let me answer this. Here's an important question.
Okay.
You should know, but answer in general for women. When do women hit their prime?
I'd say in their 50s.
50s?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I've heard. I don't know if this is true.
Okay.
Okay? What I've heard, 35 and up.
I
That's
say
what I heard.
50s because, or at least like in that stage of like menopause or.
I heard that should be
After.
growling. Like, "Roar." That's what I've been hearing. Use the napkin if you need
Oh,
one.
thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really speak for
50s?
all types of women, but I've been horny since I can fucking remember.
For real?
So, yeah, all the
All
time.
right.
I have a very high libido. I'm very confident in my sexuality. I can just speak about it on any terms. But yeah, I feel that because
50s, damn.
Yeah, I think
No wonder
the-
that lady in a walker hit me up.
hey, not all women in their 50s are any walkers. Fool. Come on.
I'm being sarcastic.
I know you are, fool.
All right.
Anywho, so what I mean by that is that women go through changes.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon. And at that time, they kind of go through another transition where they might have kind of like a second wind of like, I don't say horniness.
Alice,
but
bring,
they're
that,
like,
bring
my-
that close tequila bottle. My apologies. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sure. Go ahead. But that's just it. Like they just transition to like another place or another state of being, and they might have a second wind of like just feeling, that I don't know, that inhibition that just needs to be released. They just want to have fun. They want to explore a little bit more
Right.
than maybe where they were at maybe their early 20s or 30s. And that's just it also. You have a lot of, let's say, a lot of steps up to like from like your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. And it just kind of goes up and you either experience more things or if not, you decline and you just don't learn anything.
Okay. Let's go ahead and, Alex, give us the results to that question, please.
Okay.
Read the question and then give the results.
10 minutes ago, we asked, would you give your partner a pass to cheat? 62 votes. 21% said, hell yeah, my boy. and 79% said chale.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. Ask this. How many of you men are bi-curious? Go ahead. Ask that question because we're going to go there right now. Okay. But let me ask you this question. Because one female told me, this is one source. She said, all women have a little bit of bi in them. Is that true?
I don't think bi, but curious.
Okay. I guess maybe that's what she meant.
Curious. I
Bi
say
curious?
Yes, yeah.
Would you like a shot?
I will have a small shot.
Oh, yeah.
Half one.
We sip on it, so
Okay.
you don't have to.
Okay, then just give me a full, and
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
put
sip
it to
on
the
it.
side, and I'll
Yeah.
put a nipple on it. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I say bi-curious because I believe either in youth or being
Okay.
young, and you're like I said, going through hormonal changes. You're going through high school, bunch of people, blah blah blah. You have friends, influences, and either you go towards a direction where you're like, oh, I straight, want to fuck dudes or whatever. But then there might be some cases that are like, well, let's try this out, or see if I feel anything for that. And either here's two things. One, you do enjoy it, and it's like it's a cool experience. But number two, at the end of the day, you still straight.
Okay.
And I'm saying that's my experience because
Okay.
I will say openly I have been with women sexually, but that's just the thing. Like I've experimented, and it just wasn't for me in a relationship. I'm like, I think women are beautiful. I think that there are plenty of women out there that are absolutely fun, and
Right.
But at the end of the day, I like dick. So I mean,
Can you say
sorry,
that a little bit
ladies.
louder? At the end
I
of-
like dick.
I like big dicks and I cannot lie.
Oh, other brothers can't deny.
See, there she is. Okay, pay attention. Okay, you're gonna learn something. Okay, now, there's guys that I know, and these are not friends, but guys that tell me that they like to get their ass licked, their salads tossed.
Okay.
Do you think that that's kind of playing on the fence of going to the other side?
I don't know, because I've licked butt before, and like the dudes are straight as fuck, so I don't know.
Now,
Not Mega Man.
not Mega. Now,
Mega
is that
Man.
upon request or because girls are interested in that?
You know what? One of them I know was upon request, and the other one was just curious and was like, "Oh, we'll try it out and see if." And they enjoyed it, but that's just the thing. So, some men could be absolutely open to the idea and be just as what I said, curious about it,
Right.
but not be really into it. Or maybe they'll have it once in a while, like, "Oh,
Okay.
tickle my fancy," but you know, it's not really for me on a reg.
Okay, now you said they enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it?
To give or take. Give or take, because here's the thing. I'm going to be very, very honest and very straightforward with this. When you are going down on a butthole, you can't breathe very well.
Were you holding your nose? Or?
Well, no, you can't. You're just like spreading cheeks and just, going to
You
town.
must have had a lot of cheeks.
Okay, so with that being oh God, okay. So yeah, that's exactly it. So I had felt like I would had to come up for breath for like, I'm just like, okay, I had to lick for like almost a minute. I'm like, okay, like, cause that's just it. You have to just fucking put your face in in that fucking ass, man. Like, or whatever I do for the fullest effort. I don't give a shit.
Okay, hey. She's a real one.
Figuratively and literally.
You know what? There's guys that I know that like to get their toes licked. Have you ever experienced? Really?
I've licked toes. Yes, I have.
Damn. Mega Man, you're a lucky ass bastard.
Not him.
Oh, see?
But if you wanted me to, sure, why not?
There you go.
Good.
Even though he has his toenails painted. But anyways.
Hey, what's wrong with upkeep? I mean, that's all right.
Hey, okay. I got a story. I think I shared it before. If not, I think I shared it on my other podcast. We were in high school. We went to Hollywood, and there was 3 of us, okay? And the guy that was driving, kind of a big, chunky guy, always thought he was tough, always thought he was hard, okay? Like SA dude, they call me this, and I'm from this neighborhood, and whatever. He's driving, the cops pull him over. And he thought his whole get down was if I cry and the cops will let me go because I don't have a license.
Okay.
So he tried to cry. No, officer,
God.
please. So we're tripping because we never seen this guy like this. But they think that we have like crack. This was in the 80s. So the cops literally made us pull our pants down like to our knees. So you can see our tan and nuns, okay? So then they make us take off our shoes, our socks, literally lift up our shirts, everything. Or our mouth, you guys got something. They made him do everything except the shoes. He did not want to take off his shoes.
¿Por qué?
Okay, well, here's what happened. He finally did. Okay? He did not want to take off his socks. They literally were fucking arguing with that for about 20 minutes. He didn't want to take off his socks. And I just said, what the fuck, bro? Just take them off. And he started crying even more, but this time it was for real. No, please. So when he finally got him to take off his socks, keep in mind, this is a long ordeal. He said, can we go around the corner and I'll show you?
Oh my gosh.
Can we go? So they said, take them off. More cops start pulling up, okay? Mm-hmm. So what happened was they finally make his ass take off his socks, and he had all his toenails painted different colors. Okay?
Okay.
So we all saw that, and we were like, what? And the cops were like, check out Twinkle Toes. Check out Twinkle Toes. Okay? So on the way home, because they let us go, everybody was quiet in the fucking car. And then he goes, you guys got to understand that my sister's practicing, so I let her practice on me. That's what he said.
Sure.
Okay? So he drops us off together. When he takes off, we go, bye, Twinkle Toes.
Fuck. Oh, Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. So
No, he was not honest about that. No,
Yeah.
I think he really just painted his toes. He liked it.
I think so too.
Hey, don't lie to kick it.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is this, that if you guys want to talk, you guys can go outside. But anyways, they're interrupting our conversation. So
Regulate Tony A.
those two guys out there are talking security.
Oh.
Gargoyle. Come get it.
El monstruo. ¿Qué pasó?
Okay, guys. Anyways, playtime's over. All right. Anyways, okay. Let me go back to my list. All right. But we're gonna get into let's get into it right now. Okay, alpha, beta. Can you kind of explain what a alpha is? Alpha male, and I'm gonna tell you why. 2020, under the pandemic, that's when I found out really that men were called alphas and other men were called betas. Can you kind of define what alpha means and what a beta male is?
Yes, and I want to give it, a disclaimer, because this is an ideology, which means it's just, theories, ideas. We don't want to take this in the weight of, this is fact. It's not scientifically backed. Only in the animal kingdom, there are alphas and betas. So we need to understand that. But with that being said, it's kind of like, and say a bit of like astrology talk. It's kind of like on that level.
Okay.
So with that being said, so I have some notes here. So we're going to describe alpha and for female, male, and these are, a bit rough. So it could be either or, could not apply to everybody. So alpha would be an individual that's confident, a leader, sure of their actions, knows value. They're eager to take on challenges. They are self-assured. They can keep themselves motivated. And they are very proud of who they are. And they are very powerful people. They're naturally able to shift to a higher position in the world. And they know the hard work it takes to put in to get it. Yeah, see,
Tony, hey, you know what the A stands for? Alpha.
Okay, alpha anaconda. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's, that's alpha.
Okay.
Beta on the ladder, which this was actually a new term I got from them. They're unreactive.
Unreactive.
Yes, and remember I was maybe kind of briefly discussing to you, I'm like, oh, they're just there. Remember, I'm like, even my precursor, I'm like, oh, alphas are here, but then like betas, they're just kind of existing. So I was a bit accurate about that.
Okay.
They are unreactive. They're submissive, overly kind-natured. They avoid conflicts. When asked to share an opinion, they are not very reactive and they stay quiet. And they are pretty anxious people. And here's another thing I did learn, and this is not on paper, that I had to kind of wrap my head around. Betas are really involved with their ego. Even though, like, you would think, like, betas are like, they're a bit dependent, and they're like, oh, I want people to do things for me and everything, but they have ego problems.
Okay.
Like thinking they are entitled to the way like people should treat them or that type of thing. I'm like, ew. I'm not trying to diss on betas, but like that's why they have issues, is because of their egos.
You know what? I've known dudes like that have no problem not only beating up on their girl, but beating up on girls in general. Now, when a man steps to them, those motherfuckers run. They will never, ever step up to a fucking real man. But they got no problem sucking the fuck out of their girl or talking shit to their girl or putting them down. But when a man steps up to them, especially like an alpha, those motherfuckers will run. Okay? So, So, yeah, to me, like, what does a woman find attractive in a beta, if anything?
Well, here's the thing, and where I want to expand on this, but not too much. Describing to you, I'm like, there are other ones.
Right.
Like there are other ones between alpha, beta. There's also omega and sigma. So there are like actually a bit of like 4 categories.
See, I never heard of that shit.
Yeah. We did a bit of research on this and like.
Okay. Share the other one. The octagon or what was it?
The octagon. Omega and Sigma. Okay, so we got Alpha, Beta, and Omega and Sigma. These
Sound
are
like a bunch of college boys.
Well, that's where they come from. Latin. It is a Latin for like.
Okay.
It is definitely.
Watch Animal House tonight, you guys.
Well, that's where they say like Alpha, Beta, Sigma. Was it Lambda?
Lambda.
Revenge of the Nerds. Shout out.
Yes.
But yeah, so there are these other ones in which I'm going to answer your question.
Okay.
You're saying like, can beta be? Can a female be attracted to a beta? So yes, they can if they have a certain personality.
Okay.
Like for instance, if this individual they want to nurture somebody that wants to be a dependent, like like they want somebody that's needy, or they want somebody that's just like, you know, they want, and they're willing to nurture that.
Okay.
There are people like that, but not all, apparently so. So continuing on. So Omega, I'm gonna speak on Omega. For male, they're independent, hyper aware of everything, confident, knows how to behave appropriately, but not there to command. They are humorous. They have a bit of cynicism in their, we'll say in their bit, but they're also very intelligent. They have a lot of charisma. But they use it to be comfortable, though.
Maybe that's Omega Man.
I don't think so.
I love teasing my. I love this.
Yes,
too.
I know.
I'm just being a jackass.
I know. Yes, they're smart, intelligent, and supportive. They provide leadership through inspiration, and on the female side of that, for Omega females, they are quality over quantity. They are shy and reserved. They're passionate. They spend time alone. They like to work on things and pursuing their hobbies and their interests.
Okay.
The Omega female enjoys their own company. They are supportive and loyal to close friends and, let's say, the like.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they can also be, let's say, intimidating because they're so shy and introverted. Like, not a lot of people find them approachable. But even from that, like, the difference between an Omega male and female, like, that doesn't sound very much the same, though, right?
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. So with that being said, the last one would be Sigma. And I'm going to present to you now, and I'm going to edit, because initially I said I was an alpha female, which I've changed my position. I say I'm actually more like a Sigma female.
Okay.
But I'll present that because, first disclaimer, Alpha and Sigma have very similar attributes and characteristics.
Okay.
It's just Sigma, there's a little bit more in tune with that. So I'll describe. So with the Sigma male, so I'm going to start out with the boys. They like to fly solo. They're independent. They have a mysterious personality. They are extremely smart. They do enjoy silence. They have a rebellious spirit. Their abstract way of thinking is very, like, it's probably off-putting to people, but the thing is they like to live in the moment. And with that being said, they're also deep thinkers, very adaptable. And they call them the lone wolf. Like, they're the...
See, that sounds a lot like an alpha still to me.
But that's what I mean. Sigma is like a bit of a mix between like an alpha, but whatever these other attributes, meaning like I mentioned, like they're mysterious, like they're I wouldn't say not easy to receive people, but like they're very cautious of like who's in their inner circle. They want to make sure they trust everybody. Like maybe the Sigmas are a little bit more skeptical. Like alphas are we'll just say a bit more cutthroat. And I felt at the time like, okay, well, I'm an alpha, but I'm like, I don't really feel too much like that. I'm not, I very much can be very sensitive as well. And I don't feel that cutthroat in the world. I mean, maybe in a bad way where I'm like, oh, I had a lot of anger issues at one time. Maybe I felt that way, but alpha and anger do not go side by side.
Okay.
Even though alphas do have anger issues, they do know how to control those and find balance with that. So even if you say you're an alpha,
that's me.
Like you know how to control those emotions, and you know how to compose yourself.
What about an alpha mega?
Okay. So where I'm gonna do the last two.
I guarantee you, some fat ugly white boy made those up.
Probably, but I did these researches on a few other psychology sites.
Probably finger banging Twinkies.
Probably for they're like, oh, I'm a beta and I'm gonna
exactly.
cry. No llores, mommy.
And he has a picture of a beta, of an alpha, and he's fucking punching air.
Net bangers are going wild right now because I'm a beta. I'm sorry.
Baby, no, the wife is looking at him. You're a fucking
You're a
beta.
fucking cuck.
Stop.
Oh, shit. Did I say that?
What does
out
she
loud?
know?
For real.
Fucking cunt.
So where he's spicy. Look
Nah,
at
I mean.
you.
Okay, Alex, how long has it been since that question? 10 minutes?
17.
Okay, go ahead. You guys got time, okay? So make sure you guys vote. Go ahead.
Are you bi-curious is the question.
For men. Yeah.
Well, I just put that, yeah.
Okay.
However, 86 votes, 14% hell yeah, perro.
Hey, we got honesty.
Yeah.
86% said chales.
14% say like, oh, I give a little pee-pee touch.
Yeah, exactly. Most of those guys say,
I'll chup a little verga.
no, just the tip. Just the tip.
Just
Yeah, milk.
Okay, so where I stand on my position
Yes.
and where I say I'm a Sigma female for this reason.
Okay.
I had to analyze myself because I'm like I said, the teeter between Alpha and Sigma are pretty close.
Yeah.
But I only identified this because this is where I felt more of my characteristics being. So for a Sigma female, we are independent, aware of societal and pressure norms, but we choose to do what we want anyway.
Okay.
Okay. We are intimidating at times.
Yeah.
We are happy to be alone, but we don't need validation.
Okay.
I am, and we're say a bit of an introvert, which I do feel like they are a bit of introvert, but they still have charisma. And also the basis of saying like kind of the same of the Sigma males, like mysterious, but we are a very loyal type of person or individual.
And that's Sigma, correct?
Yes, Sigma. And they say we'll say a kind of quote where they would stand most is you got to give respect to gain respect.
Okay, so I think I'm kind of like Alpha / Sigma then. You can envision like two fat kids on a teeter-totter just going back and forth. So.
And that's just it. Like, in this is very tangible, meaning like it's it's flexible. This can apply to any person that has like any characters of this. But the thing is, like, it's just a fun thing to interact with and kind of have a bit of just knowing where stuff goes.
Cucks. Okay. Cuckolds. Okay, that usually fits a beta, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're married to a beta, I want you to look at him right now. Okay, if you guys are watching, turn around and look at his ass right there, because he's most likely a prime candidate for a cuck, at least in my opinion.
Like his ass is probably in the air right now.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, okay, let's talk a little bit about cucks. So what is a cuck what your understanding of?
Okay, so a cuckold is a man that it gets pleasure from seeing his wife perform sexual actions with another man.
In other words, he gets pleasure of his wife humping another man.
Yes, humping.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Doing doggy style.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. And now, most cucks, not all of them, they wear a cage, right?
Yes.
What is that called? Is it a chastity cage or?
Yeah. So we'll just say in some forms or another. I mean, I'm not going to speak for
Right.
all this community.
Yeah, I mean, you're not the voice for cuckolds.
There are devices out there that are called like chastities. So they clamp on to genitalia. It could be for male or female. Yeah,
I never seen the female. Why would you want to lock up a
you
female?
ever watch was it Robin Hood?
Oh yeah.
Men in Tights. Yeah, the chastity lock on the panties. It's like an electric wire.
See, I don't know any guy that would like lock me up, baby. Throw away the key. You know, like
what?
And then you see this guy with a big ass anaconda, fucking going 10 inches deep in your girl, and you're over there, ooh, and you're locked up. Like, I don't understand that. If that's you and you're watching, it's cool. I get it. I just don't understand it. That's it.
That's all right.
But we're conversating with Ashley C, and she is dining with the wizard. So we're talking about this kind of question. You were warned. Okay.
Warned.
So,
we talk about some real stuff here. I mean, I'm like, shoot, we've got through so many topics in like this very short amount of time. I'm amazed.
yes. Okay. So he wears the cage. And what's the, I mean, I don't know. And I'm not saying you're an expert. We're just having a conversation. What is the purpose of the cage?
That is a form of dominance and control.
So the woman is dominating him
Yes.
and is in control?
Yes, but he must like it too.
Yeah, he must like it.
Yeah, definitely.
So he wears the little pee-pee cage
Yes.
that holds his gummy worm.
But you know what? Sometimes it could be the cage, or sometimes like it could be a little bit more extreme. They'll probably have like spikes in it or stuff.
Oh,
that
shit.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
he's getting whipped, like
No,
back in
not
the...
whipped. It's being like it is on, like imagine like your member being crushed like with a bunch of little. But the thing is, it's not even so much like it's being like crushed. It's just almost like a sensation, like
a crown of thorns.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, but they're all soft. You know, like you see like punk rockers wear studs
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it's like you're like a soft.
Like be honest, Mega Man, does that hurt? I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing. So, Norbert, does that? No, I'm only playing. I remember the last time he came, he was wearing it.
Some cucks gone wild.
I promise never to wear mine during the show.
No. If anything, you'll have to probably get the rubber cock ring that I was talking about.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, so we talk cuckolds. Are you familiar with what a bull is?
You were describing to that last time, and I was observing the interview with Mega Man.
Okay.
And you were talking about bulls. So please enlighten the audience again. What is a bull?
Okay, if I'm correct, I'm not an expert. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But they do call me Tony the Bull Gravano, okay? And so...
Got big balls? What's going on?
From what I understand is a cuck or the woman looks for a man to like, well, the cuck will like, hey, would you come fuck my wife? Sure, why not? And pretty much the bull is the guy that comes and fucks the woman, okay? And from what I hear, or sometimes the woman will go and find the man and say, this guy's gonna come over and he's gonna fuck me. You're gonna be butt naked in the corner wearing a cage. So he's pretty much, the bull is the guy that comes over and lays pipe. So he's the plumber. Sancho Enterprise Plumbing Services. So yeah, he comes over and lays pipe on your wife and while you watch. So that is the bull. So that's why they call my son B, Scanless. Stands for the bull Scanless.
Damn, I guess the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Know what I mean?
You breed some bulls in your
yes,
pen, huh?
Exactly.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Thank you, Tony.
Yes, exactly.
That's great.
See,
that
I'm
you
the
breed
A.
great individuals.
I'm the A, he's the B. So okay, now what is a vixen? Are you familiar with that?
Vixen, yes.
Okay.
So a vixen, I'd say that she is on adventures of sexual exploits. She is somebody that will be coy, which is kind of like a simple word for like, oh, I'm being like this. I'm kind of a little ditzy, maybe a little dumb, but I know exactly what I'm doing type of thing. Like a bit shy. She seems reserved, but
right.
she's definitely... outgoing and knows exactly what she wants.
Okay.
The vixen will present a situation where you cannot resist. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Here's one thing I've been hearing a lot. A hot wife. Are you familiar with a hot wife is? Hot wife is?
No.
Okay. A hot wife. A hot wife, from what I've heard, is an alpha male that likes to share his wife either with men or with women.
Oh, trophy wife.
I guess. Yeah. A Mega Man says trophy wife. Yeah, she likes to show her off and shit like that. So she's a hot wife. She doesn't necessarily have to be with another man, or she doesn't have to be with another woman. She could be with either or.
Okay.
And he allows it. He's in control. He says, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that. So it's kind of like the opposite of a cuckold.
I see.
So the hot wife says, "Okay, daddy." So yeah.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, like I said, my son said, "Sound like people got problems. Whatever happens to some good old humping, you know?" Yeah. Now there's names for everything, you know.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we should make a little icon for Tony the A, like a little soft serve of vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, exactly.
but that's just the thing. A lot of people think that vanilla is negative. No. Like vanilla, and I'm gonna describe, means that you like traditional, like you said, man on top of woman, woman on top of man. You're gonna hump her from behind.
Right.
Like, we'll do a 69, and call it a day. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. We want to promote that there's absolutely nothing wrong with simplicity. That's just it.
Okay.
Like, keep it simple, and that's also another way to keep it exciting too, is to keep doing what you know how to do best. Because sometimes when people go outside of their boundaries, they're like, okay, I'm going to experiment with this. Let me do this. Yeah, let me put a dildo in my butt. Let me go lick a butthole. Like, you get a little too carried away with a lot of things that you think you can do well. And then you end up like, oh, fuck, I don't do this very good. Or she didn't like it, or now things are weird, you get to a level where you're like, I've been doing too much experimentation. I don't know which way is what.
I do think shit got really, really fucking weird. I had a buddy that I used to work out with, okay? Buff, strong dude, 6-pack, chest, arms, everything, like cut up. Yeah. I didn't see him for fucking 2 years. Then I bump into him at a nutrition spot where you buy pre-workouts, protein, or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's like, Tony. And the fuck? Tony. The fuck? Do I know you? Yeah, it's me. I don't know fucking you. There's this chick talking to me. Oh, let me talk to you outside. I don't know who the fuck you are. We go outside. It's me, fool.
Fuck, no way. You just changed it up like that.
He's a fucking girl now.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'm like,
okay.
All right,
so
cool.
he made a transition.
Yeah, he was like Buffalo Bill from fucking Silence of the Lamb. He just tucked that shit in. So.
Hey.
The good old tuck rule. Tom Brady made that shit up.
He puts the lotion on the skin. You guys are bad.
Okay, it's a good old tuck rule.
The good old times we're used to tuck, and it'd be a straight thing to do, huh?
Okay, now let me ask you this. Can a woman date a bisexual man?
Yes, but that would be
She
something.
Goes, yes.
Yes, they could. But are you going to create boundaries for either if you're going to accept the fact that he has, I'm going to say, attraction for men as well as women? Or is he going to stay committed just in that heterosexual relationship? Because it would be either a heterosexual or a bisexual relationship. Because here's the thing. Even if you're with somebody, if they're bisexual, like that, you are technically considered, that's a unit. Like, you are a bisexual couple, even if it's by default. Like, it's okay.
Right.
Like, that's right.
It's by default.
It is. Because that applies with stuff like, we'll get on another subject, polyamory. You ever heard of that?
I never heard of that.
Polyamorous relationships.
That sounds like potpourri.
It does
But
sound
anyways,
like potpourri because it smells like shit. Okay, I know that's a shitty metaphor, but polyamory is the relationship where you feel or you have we'll just say the emotional connection to not only have romantic relationships with one person, more than one person.
Right.
It could just be 1 and 2, or it could be 1 and 3 or whatever. But there has been experiences by me personally that have experienced polyamory, but I have been the one just on default. Not that I didn't want it. It's just something that, let's say, we were talking about Pandora's box earlier.
Yeah.
Like, people need to be responsible for letting that open too. So I cannot be a person that says like, oh, well, I experienced this, but, I'm going to be a dummy and say like, oh, that was just, my decision to make to accept that.
Okay. I've known people that were and that are still together that are open relationships.
Well, there's a difference between open relationships and polyamory.
Oh, okay. Alex, did we ask anything? No. Okay. Can you put up on there as far as like, how do we ask? Are you okay with an open relationship? Just word it however you want. Now, can you kind of explain the difference, please?
Yes. So an open relationship means that both partners could see other people.
Okay.
When there is a polyamorous relationship, there is usually either one or both parties that are consenting to be in a polyamorous relationship. Either, let's say, the man, he wants to, have girlfriends, or even the woman, she wants to have boyfriends.
Okay.
But the thing is, it's all agreeable. It's all known. It's all put on the table. It's not cheating because technically, like you
know about it.
Yes, and that's where either it presents as a situation where everything will be copacetic, like everything will flow right, or if not, people have not the best intentions, or they think that they have like this idea of it, and it doesn't go right. It just kind of goes kind of weird, or if not, the people that they involve, they have other ulterior motives. Like I'll make an example in my marriage that had happened with polyamory, and my partner had been with another person, and at their expectations, it ended up being that they just wanted to have my husband for himself, and they wanted to take him away. And
they got feelings.
Well, the thing is, there was already feelings involved because he wanted to have a romantic relationship with other people.
Yeah. So in other words, he just wasn't willing to hump. It was intimate now.
Well, yes, and that's where it got to a point where
that's whack.
It is whack because that's where I'm going to take responsibility. Is that I'm like, oh, I'm so supportive. I'm so open to the fact that but I put my dumbass on the back burner, and I'm like, okay, well, you go and explore yourself while I'm just kind of at the wayside.
Go find yourself.
That's true though, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna be in denial. I own it all day that's not the best decision to go about because sure that it's not the best way to go about it.
You could say,
but here, a lot of bitches do some dumbass shit for love.
It's very, very true. Very, very true. But you know what I'm gonna say? In the words of the great philosopher, what the fuck's her name? Tina Turner? What's love got to do with it?
Oh, that's some truth, though. Oh, I love you for mentioning Tina Turner.
So, anyways, no, I get it. So, but you know what? It's one thing. Like, say you said, okay, cool, you can go fuck homegirl. But when all of a sudden you're like, I love you, I want to be with you. That's weenie talking. That's pussy talking right there. Go clap cheeks, come back home to your girl. You know what I'm saying? But if she goes and has fun, don't complain, motherfucker.
Well, because that's where it was.
Yeah, because somewhere somebody's like go, and you ain't gonna like it if you see it. So be very careful and pay attention.
Well, that's just where it was. It's like, oh, like you're doing all this stuff, I'm letting you do shit. But here's the thing: like, if I ever presented the situation in that when I did.
You're a whore.
Even yeah, exactly. Even if I didn't want to, I'm just like, oh, what if I'm gonna like, what if I want a boyfriend? Blah blah blah. He's like, well, that can't happen because like I'm in love with you and like you can't be with anybody else but me. And I'm
I know,
like,
but if you would have told him, but I love
I'm
Mega
like,
Man.
what the fuck am I? Chop liver? Like,
Yeah,
God
Swiss
damn.
cheese. You see right through me? Like, yeah, I know exactly. That's fucking whack. That's fucking whack.
Well, there's some selfish ass fucking beta bitch ass motherfuckers.
He sounds like a beta on steroids. You know.
A beta with super fucking ego issues that his fucking ego keeps on getting
All you gotta
hurt
do
'cause
is
he fucking talk that bullshit.
Okay, look at. I don't encourage this, but I understand. I would have just fucked somebody behind his back anyway. I'm not encouraging that, but I understand. And then fucking, you know, can I get a pass? No. Okay, go do it again. Can I get a pass? No, go do it again. Fuck it.
Well, I guess I was just a good wife then because I just stuck through it and I ended up seeing we'll just say the vision and
Yeah, I know, but
right ahead of the tunnel. Honestly, like fuck that shit. I did it. I went through it and here I am now. Yeah, to speak and get to be somebody gets to share their experiences with all your beautiful viewers.
Yes. It is I, says me. Alex, did we
You're like, it's all about Tony A. the Wizard.
see Hollywood
what?
needs more of me. Okay, I'm just throwing that out there.
Well, you better have your red carpet out
Yeah,
soon, though.
Hollywood needs more of me. So then we have the green carpet for St. Patty's. Alex, did we ask the question or no?
Yeah, but it's barely been 3 minutes.
Okay, damn. Okay,
You know what? I got a quote for you though.
go ahead.
It's by Alicia Keys.
Okay.
Love is blind.
Love is blind. Only a fucking cuck that's been used would say something like that. That's fucking whack. That's a cuck quote.
Love is blind or love is bind?
You don't know my name. No, you don't know his name.
That sounds like a real, like, seriously, I have such musical, we'll just say such musical intuitive that, like, I see that as a kind of like a stalker song for. Like,
Yeah.
right? What is she singing about? Like, I don't know you. Like, I'm at a restaurant. I'm looking at you. I know what your order is. I know what kind of fucking toast you like. Like,
Yeah.
girl, come on. Come on. Get off my nuts.
If it was a guy who did that, though, it would have been all bad.
Get off these nuts. Okay. Okay, now, okay, is there anything else out there? Like, next one they're going to come out, they call girls Wolverines. Like, kind of like, I don't know, I'm just kidding.
I got a question.
They'll bite your cock off.
Too soft in this generation.
Yes.
You know what? I'm going to say this. I believe that there's an agenda to strip away man's masculinity. Okay?
No. I don't believe
I believe that. And I'm going to tell you when. It started with fucking skinny jeans, homie.
No, okay, now go to designers. How we were talking about designer
Yes.
clothes recently.
Yeah.
In shopping for designer clothes, I was
It started with skinny jeans. Your jeans are so fucking tight, you're going to get a yeast infection, homie. So, when you start seeing skinny Ben Daisies.
They would say
so-
skinny pendejos.
Yeah, skinny. Yeah. When men start wearing G-strings, nah, it's all bad. So, okay, now, you say no. Tell me why.
I say no because this has all been a measure up to what we've been doing. I'm like, society needs to take responsibility for their actions. And here's just what it is. Why would this be present if it wasn't perpetuated by everybody? And I'm not saying just you or you or you or you or you. I'm saying the masses.
Yeah.
This is something that is not to be an occurrence on the basis of trying to offend you. This
Yeah.
is just evolution. And sad to say, yes, we have, I'm saying we, because we are all responsible, even though we have different views and like it all comes
Right.
to a collective, that this is where we have ended up right now. Like, sad to say, we have young men that are bringing up in some aspects or another that are not very, I like to use the word assertive because I don't like aggressive behavior or I don't like submissive behavior.
Okay.
Assertive is like the balance of both. It's like you're willing to stand up for yourself. You're willing to present your situation with
Right.
good factual and like in reason. So whereas where I see lack of skills right now is that the emotional intelligence of a lot of our youth right now are just not very developed, and we could help them. At this time, it is seeming like, oh, they're soft and everything, but it's because of their conditioning. And at the same time, we don't have those values and experiences as we did as we were children. How we played outside, we had more social interaction, hands-on rather than mobile.
Right.
And these things are ever changing. They still are changing. And we can only just promote either those traditions that you still want to carry on through your children, like B over here. He's a wonderful individual. And we are very solid in knowing everybody around here that does represent that kind.
Yeah.
And we can only just promote that better within our community, I believe. So if you want to, we should.
Go ahead.
One more question. Now,
Yes.
with that being said, do you believe morals and values are lost?
Morals and values. Do you believe morals and values are lost? Look, I'm going to tell you this. I heard a couple of bitches tell me this. Now, when I say bitches, I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches. Tony A, okay? That's my quote right there, okay? I've heard bitches say, fuck morals. I ain't got no motherfucking morals. You know what they say? I'm going to open up an OnlyFans page. I'm going to show everything. And I'm going to show my clit 3D. So I'm like, I'm like, like scratch and sniff. And I'm like, what
Scratch
the?
and sniff, what the hell? I'm already spilling my
Fuck
damn
Blu-ray.
shirt.
It's all about 4K. So anyways. So, yeah, so that's all I'm going to say.
They're selling their NFT
there's a
cookie.
lot of hoes out there, okay? And I'm talking about not women. I'm talking about hoes. You know who in the fuck you are. The Miss Pac-Mans of the world, okay? So I'm saying. Right there.
Dang.
That's all I'm going to say. You guys are out there have told me, fuck morals. And that's what you're teaching your kids. That's what you're being an example to all these other girls. Fuck morals. With your fake followers, you got a bunch of guys from India following you, fake bots, claiming fuck morals, showing off your fucking fake ass titties, fake eyebrows, fake lashes, fake lips, fake ass, but talking about you want a real man. So, that's all I'm going to say. Stop fucking fronting. MC Breed, in the words of the great philosopher MC Breed, he said, ain't no future in your fronting. Today you got motherfuckers fronting for a future. I just freestyle that shit, homeboy. Yeah.
That's the truth, Mr. Tony A. Thank you.
Anaconda.
Woo! My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon.
Hey, touch on the
Mega Man, come in for me for a little bit. I need to go pee.
Okay, mijo, walk her in. Okay.
When we come back.
Yeah, when we come back, yeah. Come on, the Mega Man. No, Omega Man.
What up?
He said, what up? So he just confirmed he's Omega.
What's up, man?
No, he's a lambda. Okay. How you doing? What are you drinking, first of all?
Right now I'm drinking a Ballast Point grapefruit scopin. Pretty good.
Okay, explain that. You gave it 3 names for a beer.
Well, Ballast Point, it's grapefruit. I just want to try it out. I went to Northgate Market. It was on clearance for like $6.99 for a 6-pack.
$600? No shit?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Usually it's about $14.99.
Look, you know a lot about beers. I don't. So that's
Yeah.
why when I ask you, it's like,
It's pretty good. It's solid.
like coming from a kid. You
It's
know
cool.
what I'm saying?
It's cool. Like if you just want to chill out and just kind of watch TV, football game, just something. You just want to just mellow.
Okay.
For scale from 1 to 10, buzz wise, I give it like a 6.
Okay.
But like a 5.5.
Look, on March 28th is my birthday, which it's on a Monday.
Yes.
I'm calling that episode, I'm doing maybe just one. Drinking with the Wizard, okay? So I'm asking everybody that I'm going to invite to at least bring 1 6-pack, one.
Okay.
We're going to just try different beers until we get fucked up and fall out.
Okay, I'm down.
That's going to be my birthday. I'm about to be 54 years old, and I want to just try different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We could talk about the craft beer cut community, and we could talk about whatever, bro.
I don't talk to those losers anymore.
Oh, okay.
Fuck them. Yeah, I'm in my own world and shit like that. There's a handful of craft beer people that still support me.
Yeah.
But the other ones and stuff like that, those are the fake fucks. Those are Those are the Miss Pac-Man Army people. And
Yeah,
shit.
well, those are the people that talk shit
They talk
online,
shit, man. Online,
but
They
won't say
talk-
nothing in person.
They won't say that in person, and you know who you guys are, and ladies too. You see me in the craft beer community and all these breweries. You talk all this fucking shit when you see me. Oh, hey, what's up, Megan? Oh, hey, man, what's up, man? Go fuck yourself. Suck my dick, dude.
Bend your dick backwards, stick it up your
I
cornhole.
would love to knock out girls and guys for you saying all that stupid fucking shit. Fuck you.
Sofia Maria's in the house.
Oh, Sophia Maria's in the house. Let me give a shout out.
What up, girl?
No. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with them. As a matter of fact, we love them, Sophia Maria. We love them. So much love, much respect, Sophia Maria's. We're just talking about not women. We're talking about bitches. I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches. So I was speaking about those. So with all due respect, Sophia Maria in the motherfucking building. Look, if you guys want Sophia Maria to come back, part 2, make sure you guys put that on the live chat. Type in Sophia Maria as much as you can, and we'll bring her back. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, just let me know if you want me to be. I'll bring. To be honest, I'm trying before she comes on. I'm trying to go to Arizona. There is a brewery out. It's called Tombstone's Brewery. I'm trying to get these beers that are like holy grails of beers of all the United States.
no shit.
I'm trying to get them. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get them and I'll see if I can try to bring them. If you have me as a guest for all these 6-packs of beers, but
Oh yeah.
I'm down.
March 28th, drinking with the wizard.
I'm down.
And eventually we're gonna do boning with the wizard. So don't worry about it.
Going in with the
I'll invite you.
Oh, that's tonight.
Yeah.
Bone out. All right, come dumpster.
Yeah. Boning with the wizard. So
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, and one last thing. I just want to say there's an article coming out. I just got nominated as top 25 podcast to look out for. I know
Hell yeah.
you just got nominated last year.
Yeah.
You and Profile, you were number 3. Profile was number 5. I don't know where they're gonna rank me. So that magazine comes out next week.
I'm gonna say this. I got a surprise guest coming. Let me give you guys the date, so you guys can type that in. I'm gonna show it to you, Mega Man. You better not fucking say nothing.
Nah.
Okay? I'm serious. You better not say nothing.
No.
Is that I'm gonna expose you?
No.
No, I'm only playing.
Nah.
April 3rd. Don't read it. April 3rd. Let me tell you something. That's gonna be historic right there. Okay?
Are you serious?
That's gonna be historic. Is all I'm gonna say.
Can we be here?
Yes. Just say shout.
No. I will call in work.
Okay. As long as you bring a 6-pack of beer,
No,
you're
no,
on it.
no.
Yes, you can. Come on, come
Okay,
back.
I want to say one last thing. Wow. I got my nipples hard. I'm going. I'm coming. I'm calling work.
Don't show us, please.
Just some cucks gone wild.
Cucks gone wild.
Cucks gone wild.
Yes. So just make sure you get him a candlelight dinner.
A pee-pee touch?
Candle.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah. Sounds good.
okay. Kim K. Kim K's bitch ass, Kanye West's girl. I don't look. If all you girls look up to this person, you can judge me. I don't look up to these people like this. I don't want my daughters to look up to the Kardashians. I don't. Okay. Ray J invented the Kardashians. He boned one girl and posted up the fucking video, and all of a sudden they're fucking billionaires. Okay. She had the balls enough to say, "I'm telling all you women, work your ass off, bitch. You gave up the fucking punani. The fucking video went viral, and now all of a sudden you're telling these girls to work."
It's this expectation type of world where I guess everybody can be glamorous and beautiful and rich, but not do anything for it.
And there's a lot of you fake ass hoes that are getting fucked by a bunch of ugly ass dudes that are hoping that your video gets thrown out there so you can get popular. Okay? That's the sad part.
Desperado.
Yeah.
I know, Mama's way.
Bitches be like, leak my video, please. Leak it.
Oh, leak it like it's 1995 where we can leak videos that are not supposed
Throw
to
it out
be
there,
on
please.
Channel 25.
I promise I won't sue.
Not just that. There's half of these guys have to worry like that. Like what happened with Drake. Remember what happened? He had his condom and he in the bathroom and he put
the
hot sauce in
chili
it.
sauce.
That was epic.
Well, I didn't know too much about this, but
I don't even know about what was it, chewing in, blowing the bubble or something or what?
Hot sauce in the condom. And some
so he can kill the sperm.
She went back and threw it in herself.
Yes, so
Oh, the girl did?
Yes, women have been attempting to get pregnant by rap artists. But the thing,
Damn. Like are we when you say hot sauce, hold on.
Tapatio?
No, yeah. When I'm saying hot sauce, is it tapatio? Is it diablo? Is it medium? Okay.
He won't
It's
tell us.
probably tapatio.
Probably Valentin. All you gotta do is fucking throw saladito up there.
It'd be like, was it Dricatillo?
Or a chiladito.
Chiladito.
Yeah. Okay,
Mini-
Alex,
mini
what was the
pito.
question?
Okay, the question is, would you be okay with the open relationship? 17 minutes ago, it was 79 votes.
Okay.
And,
Scared motherfuckers.
24% said, hell yeah, my boy.
74?
74, no, 24
24.
said, hell yeah, my boy. And 76 said, chale.
Okay. Now, once again, Sofia Maria was in the building, or is it still in the building? If you guys want to see her back for part 2, type her name in the live chat. Sofia Maria. Okay? We got to get at least 100 of her names up there. If we can get 100 of her names, she'll be back. So
Let's do it.
it's up to you guys. Let me know, Alex, if they start typing her name. So
Tight.
other than that, yeah, Kim Kardashian, work your ass off. Really? That bitch's ass looks like Bug's Life. Skinny ass legs and a fake ass nalgas.
Hey, that's a really good analogy.
Yeah, people are gonna be like, Tony, why are you fucking hating? Look, let me tell you something. I love women. I love beautiful women. Okay, hard-working women, women that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Women that have pride in what they do, not bitches. Once again, I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches. So
That's
a bitch
fair.
is a bitch, whether you're poor or rich.
For real. I agree to that.
Know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Ah, fuck.
See,
What else
the
was I
thing
talking
is,
about?
like-
Cucks are played out.
Cooks are played out, but the bitches reign on because they're always gonna be pissing off all the alpha feed, all the alpha feeds.
Here, give me your thing, saying you got a designated driver. Okay, no excuses. So, all right, cool.
I'd like to ask you one question. Where does your family originate from, Tony?
Like my mom and my dad,
Yes, it is de Mexico.
de Mexico, from Torreon, Coahuila. Every time I say that, nobody knows what the fuck that's from. But that's on the outskirts, if you will, of Chihuahua. Torreon, Coahuila. And I went out there, and here's the crazy part. I went out there, and all the girls out there are blonde hair, blue eyes.
Oh, so you're the dark one.
Well, you know
So
what's
you're the
funny?
light-skinned
Well,
one.
here's the crazy part, because my dad is like brown, dark brown, and blue eyes. Okay?
okay.
My mom was more on the native side, like dark. When I say dark, she was a lot darker than a lot of my black friends. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So white and dark make in the middle kids.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
one of 10 kids. So
Okay.
so like my oldest brother is 6'4", I'm 6'3". I got 5 older brothers, 4 sisters, but they're all white, short, dark, medium brown. We're all like all different. So, yeah.
I like to say, because it's very interesting. A lot of people think I'm, for the most part, a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
Or not any people of European descent. They think I'm like either Indian or like Persian, aka
Okay.
like from Iran, or like Arabic.
Yeah, like you're related.
I have a bridge. I have a nose.
Right.
But where my indigenous roots come from is from native Mexico, which is in near Sinaloa.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a research on this area. Is that not only did they have the Spanish settlers there, but
Right.
they had a certain skin tone that was of the sun, and they were willing to either when I go out in the sun, I get really brown. I do.
Okay.
I'm really dark. I could get
Right.
shit. I'm like, you're not even dark. I could get darker than you. I could
Right,
probably
right.
get this brown for
Right.
real. But the thing is, not a lot of people want to believe me because of just standards, because I don't look conventional.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody thought my dad was a white man. My Mexican friends would come over, that's your dad? And I'm like, yeah, where is he from? He's from fucking Mexico. He doesn't even fucking speak English, bro.
No, right?
You know, he didn't speak, my mom didn't speak English. And then my black friends would come over and they would see my mom and like, oh, your mom was darker than me.
Negro?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Let me tell you something about my mom. when we lived in Compton, I lived there till I was 9 years old. Okay, and then from there we moved here.
Yeah.
She used to sell Avon from door to door.
Oh,
Okay.
she was an Avon representative.
Yeah.
Oh, how beautiful.
And then one time I don't remember how it all started, but there was a confrontation between her and a white woman. And my mom didn't speak English, so she didn't know how to defend herself. But as a kid, I remember this white woman telling my mom, get your black ass out of here. You know? Now
Did you say something to her?
well, I told her later on what she said,
Oh no.
you know, so.
Your mom was probably so sad and probably wanted to kick her butt.
Well, my mom, believe it or not, was a alpha female. Okay, but here's the crazy part. That black people, respectfully, I'm going to say this, aren't the only people that are called black
Negros.
ass.
Well, no, it's
There-
negros.
yeah, negros. There's natives, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
there's Mexican people that are called that. Okay?
Yeah, because they're dark as fuck.
It could be-
For real.
Exactly.
Like
So-
probably as dark as this Pacifico or
Yeah,
dark
exactly.
for real.
So I respectfully say that, you know, because there's dark
Yeah,
people.
you're right.
There's people from India that are dark.
Dark
know?
as fuck.
Yeah, it's dark as fuck.
Yeah.
And they're called those words. So
Yes.
But anyways, but yeah, my mom was called that. So I remember growing up and then going with my dad to like TJ or somewhere. I remember people always respected him because he was white. And not knowing damn well he didn't speak no English. So, anyways.
It's a weird standard.
It is.
And you know, I want to share another experience.
Okay.
I've been to Jamaica.
Okay.
And I've been to Kingston, Jamaica.
Okay.
And there was definitely a divide between the natives, which were, you know, the native Jamaican,
Right.
and the tourists.
Okay.
Okay. So one day I was sitting at breakfast and having breakfast with my ex-husband now, and we were just having breakfast, and literally one of the Jamaican waitresses came over to one of the tables to
Yeah.
one of the, and I say European guests.
Right.
And this is one of the first times I've seen like just straight out just discrimination. Like this is
Right.
what happened. Like she came up to the table and she was just like clearing the table. She was like, "Oh, like you have dirty dishes," or like I'm just taking it away. And like the white guy that was just right there on the table side, he's like, "What are you doing? Get away from here, girl." For real.
Really?
For real. Like,
Wow.
like, okay, she's doing her job. Like,
Right,
for
right,
real.
right.
Like, she ain't bothering you, except that you just got bothered that she's just in your presence. Like,
Yeah.
that's just it. Like, that's just what it was. Like, he's just like, "Oh, get away from here, girl. Like, you're just, like, you're disturbing
right,
me,
right.
even though, like, you're just doing your job. Like,
Right,
you're just
right.
clearing out the table, doing exactly what you do."
Right.
But it was just disturbing because I'm like, probably the guy's right there where that pole is.
Yeah.
You know, like, just right on the side. And, like, I hear this and I'm like, really? Like, why do you have to be that rude? I'm like, you could have
Right.
just been like, "Hey, I got dirty dishes. Can you just take it away?" Not just like, "Hey, you're in my space. Can you get the fuck out of here?" That's just what I heard. For
Yeah.
real, right?
No,
like,
I get
the
it.
fuck out of here. Like,
Fuck
that's
outta here.
messed up. Hell no.
True. Alex, did we ask a question?
No, we didn't.
We didn't? Okay. Anybody typing in Sophia's name?
No, but shout out to CALI Raza writer. He dropped $13. He said yabba dabba doo.
Yeah, but
Hey, Kelly Rasa Ryder.
Kelly
Thank
Ryder.
you. Yabba dabba doo.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much.
we bought at
You know
least-
what? I had missed somebody earlier. His name is Gilbert Ortiz. He wrote Sofia Maria but he put on that super chat though.
Okay. Yeah, most definitely. Sofia Maria. So if you guys, once again, if you guys want to see her on there, I got to see her name at least 100 times on the live chat. So once again, let me know. Are they typing in her name, Norbert?
Yes.
Okay. Sofia
Thank you,
Maria.
Norbert.
once again.
You've been
Hey,
a doll.
Sofia Maria was a fucking straight real one. If you didn't see her Dining with the Wizard, you got to go back and look at that shit. Like she was just straight, like honest with all you ugly bastards. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah.
I know we've been having a lot of discussions about booty holes this evening, huh?
You know, you know what it is about a booty hole to a man?
To a man, it's a sacred place.
It's a beautiful thing. Like
It's a beautiful thing, but
truly
it seems like a one-way exit for a lot of men, though. I mean, I keep that sacred.
a one-way exit. Well, you know what?
At least I'll just say for most guys that don't like it, okay? I'm just saying for the man who don't.
Martin Moreno likes his ass eating. Damn. No shit? Like by men or by females? Oh, okay. Well,
Who's that other guy?
What did I say? I probably need Tony. I need a snorkel though, right? Because what did I say? I'm like, I'm so deep in the ass. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
need to breathe.
she needs a snorkel.
I need a snorkel.
Yeah, she needs a snorkel. Yeah. So
I'm like, if I'm gonna eat ass, I need a little like breathing apparatus.
no, but you know what it is?
I don't want to come up for it.
Look. I'm gonna tell you, women are watching right now. If you get a Brazilian wax and you take some nice pictures, like coochie and butthole, doggy style, or sideways, whatever, that's a fucking beautiful thing to a man. That's like a work of art. That's like Picasso, or today we're like Picasso. So you know what I'm saying? So like,
Hey, you know what? I remember Trick Daddy said that he likes his booty.
yeah, Trick Daddy was a sick fucking bastard. Yeah, he was on Drink Champs, and he said he'll get doggy style, or he'll lay on his back and open up his leg, and you can lick his asshole. Hell no. Fuck all that. See, that should fuck all that.
Oh man.
Fuck all that.
Oh like.
Only in Florida.
Okay.
I guess this is the we mass conversation.
Yeah. Okay, like I had a homie that straight up, he would always do this to me. And I was like, what the fuck is that? For a long time, he would always do this to me. You don't know nothing about this. So I'm talking to a lot of you males out there. You don't know nothing about this. And I was like, okay, fuck it, let me in, bro. He goes, here's your asshole. He goes, hold on, here's your asshole. Here's your balls. Get that part licked. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? He goes, get that part licked, I'm telling you. You don't know nothing about this, Tony. He said, here's your asshole, here's your balls.
Oh, that's the taint.
Get that part licked.
That's the taint.
The taint?
Yes.
On
It's the space between.
Go ahead.
The taint is the space between the balls and the butthole.
Yeah.
Well, on Jackass, they decided to use those muscle things, and the guy referred to that part of the area as the gooch.
Fuck the gooch. You know what it is? No, hold on. You know what it is?
Fuck the gooch.
Yeah, you know who came up with that? My son just said it. Soft sell, tainted love. So, tainted love. Give me a hand clap for that, Alex. It's tainted love. Dum, dum. You better give me a fucking hand clap.
Sometimes I feel I've
Motherfucker.
got to, Tony, yeah, I've got to, Tony, yeah.
Exactly. So, anyways. So, yeah, that's that part. So, like, you don't know nothing about this. It's like, okay, maybe I fucking
Que
don't.
dice nada.
Exactly. So, yeah. I know a guy that told me that this, I like my booty hole lick for real. He goes, yeah. He goes, I put both my legs behind my neck.
Oh, like a pretzel?
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Both legs behind
I
your
don't
neck.
know.
What the fuck? You into yoga, man?
I don't know what's going on. Let me keep on my daily report because this is not it.
This motherfucker, yeah. Motherfucker look like a turtle without a shell. Anyways.
Okay, how about this? Another subject. Women,
Go ahead.
circumcised or uncircumcised?
Some women like the extra piece of chicharrón. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here. Right here. Look, most men, if you're from Mexico, most likely you're not circumcised. You're not used to this American shit where they cut your shit. Here's my thing. If it came with a wrapper, keep the wrapper. Okay? It's an extra surprise. Some women like to suck it on top of the skin, and then when they have it in their mouth, they pull the skin back, and it's a penis surprise.
Well, here's the thing, and I'll
Think about that.
No, here's the thing. I'm a woman of exploits, meaning like I've had all types, and I say that it doesn't matter because I've had. We'll just say one of my first experiences was with somebody that was uncircumcised, but it wasn't. I don't know. We'll just say a lot of women hype it up to be like, ew, it's gross, and like, da da da. I'm like, well, what the fuck is the matter with it? I'm like, there's nothing the matter with it.
Right.
And I will say this, as long as you are hygienic, meaning
Right,
like you
of
keep
course.
yourself clean, you shower, like I ain't gonna suck your dick, I ain't gonna have like no surprise little like weird nastiness.
Dick cheese.
Yes, okay.
Smegma?
Yeah, no smegma, no, hell no, no aguacate, okay? Like no, hell no, like that ain't gonna be like that. Like okay, as long as you keep clean, like we're good.
Yeah.
We're fine, because otherwise I have no discriminating factors towards men that have.
I knew a girl straight told me I liked uncircumcised dick. Don't ask why. She goes, you suck it while the head, while it's covered, and when it's in your mouth, you pull that motherfucker back, and you get a nice surprise. The head just like pops out, like,
Wow.
like fuck. Like she made it freaky, So that's like that song by Jodeci, "Freaking You."
See,
So
that's just where we're at, is that we can be a society where we're going to reject the traditions. I'm saying traditions of just not doing anything.
Right.
Like, hey, your body is exactly how
Right.
God made you. Do not do anything. And if it
Keep
is,
the rapper, guys.
and if it is like, then we're not going to discriminate either. It's just more of like, be self-aware. Do what you need and must do to keep yourself healthy. I'm not saying like nobody knows how to be hygienic, but just be healthy.
Okay.
Like you know what to look for. Like you were saying about like, oh, you want to keep it neat, you want to trim. Like
Right.
we have a bunch of options in this world now that you get to do.
Use
whatever
a
you
loofah.
want.
Use a loofah.
What the fuck's what the fuck's a
Scrub the
loofah?
booty, right?
Scrub
the
that
booty.
shit.
What's a loofah?
Oh,
Oh, is that estropajo?
yeah, it was,
Oh, okay, estropajo. Yeah, okay, cool. I never heard that loofah. What the fuck?
because men don't use loofahs.
Hey, you know what? Okay. Let me tell you a story real fast. Okay.
Oh, let me guess. The water runs down your fucking ass crack and you don't scrub it, right?
See,
No, they just rub the soap there.
I'm
The whole
dead.
bar.
Tony, your wife. I'm like, your wife better be hearing this.
okay, hold on. Check this out. There was a girl. This was about 15 years ago, and she accused my homeboy straight up. Okay, true story. Okay, she accused my homeboy of raping her. Okay, now keep in mind, they were in a sexual relationship before. They were seeing each other. So she claims later on, like, oh, you know what? I was drunk and I was unconscious and he slept with me and I never approved of it. That's what she calls rape. Okay, they were in a relationship. Okay, it went to court. His attorney asked her one question and she could not answer it. You know what it was?
Did he answer you?
No. How long were you with each other? For at least a year. Sexually, how many times were you guys with together? Countless. Okay. Here's the question. Was he circumcised or uncircumcised? And she couldn't answer it.
She didn't know.
He was uncircumcised and she couldn't answer it.
So she didn't have sex with him.
Exactly. She was just trying to accuse him. She was fucking found
She
guilty.
lying.
Yes.
That's a good lawyer.
Yeah, that's a fucking hell yeah.
Fucking lawyer.
That's a good fucking lawyer.
That's pretty smart.
That's for all you fucking lying ass Miss Pac-Mans out there in the world.
Do not deceive the world because you want it.
There it is there. Fuck off, gobble gobble.
Gobble,
Anyway,
gobble, gobble, gobble. Blah, 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 blah.
she's punching air right now. Fuck off in her parents' apartment. Anyways,
These are like newspapers. She mad though.
She
She's
mad.
fucking mad. She
Fucking
didn't
ass-
win any money. Guess
Fuck-
what? Her pussy's still loose as fuck too.
Yeah, loose as a goose. Anyways,
I need butter for my bread.
yeah, exactly.
I don't need any butter for my bread.
She eats thick cheese. Anyways, okay, let's keep it pushing. Oh,
Let's do push-ups.
okay. I got a couple of more questions I want to ask you, and then we're out of here.
Okay.
Okay. This is usually some of the questions. We're going to change the channel right now. We're going to go into a different dimension.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's enter into the Twilight Zone.
Yes, exactly.
Radio.
That's a good one right there. Okay, here we go. Do you believe in time travel?
Absolutely. I'm
Okay.
doing it right now.
All right. Yeah. Yo. Do you believe in reincarnation? That somebody can die and come back as a fucking bird, dog, or a cat, or an ant?
Yes, actually, me and my mother are time travelers.
Really?
Both of us have had readings. We are distant friends. We have been people that have met each other in a past world, and now we're mother and daughter.
Wow. Okay. Do you believe, obviously, the answer is life after death, okay, but do you believe that certain dreams could be messages?
All the time. Because what we process through daily life
Okay.
is only our superficial conscious. And where we have subconscious is where we need to process thoughts. And where we have conflicts. And that's where actually we have awakenings in a lot of different ways. And I want to share something with you. My mother shared something with me.
Okay.
We discussed a topic that's called ancestral drinking.
The fuck does that mean? Like cum guzzling or what?
Shoot, I wish it was that exciting. No cum guzzling here, but okay. The fact of the matter is a lot of our ancestors used to and probably still currently drink because we want to access a certain channel. A channel of energy.
Okay.
And whenever we, and I'm saying we as of Latin descent, everybody here is of Latin descent.
Simon.
Okay? We channel certain energy when we have or partake into drink of ceremoniously, either if it be alcohol like this, like mezcal, you know, or beer, which comes from hops. But that means that we access a lot of different channels that not only come through us physically, but spiritually.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I wasn't trying to get into all that, but I get it. So, do you believe in teleportation?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes, I do. I have had a bit of sleep paralysis experiences.
Okay. Share with us.
Where I feel that there was a certain time where either I felt there was a lot of, and I say because I almost feel hesitant to say this. It's energy that you would channel as negative. I don't like to dwell upon negative energy, but it happens.
Yeah.
When that does, there are a lot of things you can't figure out at the time because you almost feel paralyzed and you can't figure out exactly what's being processed or interpreted at the moment, because at the same time you want to understand, why am I going through this?
Yeah.
Like why are my ancestors making me suffer? Like I almost feel like that. Like I feel like I'm being punished every time I go through some kind of like either sleep paralysis or like some kind of paralysis where I cannot control my movements when I'm trying to process my own subconscious feelings.
Okay. Shapeshifters. Do you believe that a person with the ability to change their physical form at will?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes. And
Did that explain
you're doing
doggy
that
style?
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Tony A., you are a shapeshifter all day, every day.
Really?
Yes. You know why?
Why?
Because your ideas and your outlooks are not the same in every moment.
Okay, I thought you were going to say because you're anaconda, but anyways,
Nah, I get too real, huh? You're like, wait a minute. No, but the thing is, you know what? Okay, you know what Steven Martinez is very intrigued of?
what's that?
It's called the it factor.
The it factor, yes. The it factor is a
You know
real
why?
thing. It's a real thing.
Tú, y tú, y tú, y tú, y tú. Everybody here has an it factor. There are certain realms and perspectives that we like to constrain, meaning like we like to keep a cap on.
Right,
Because
right.
guess what? We don't like to be, I'm not saying like flamboyant.
Okay.
You know, because you're very modest.
Yeah.
You're very humbled.
Yes.
You're somebody that like is not having only the best composure, but you have like such a cadence to your words. You say things with very much thought and diction.
Absolutely.
And I do not have anything much more to say than Mr. Tony A has the ultimate gift of gab. Like you
I've been
have, you have
blessed.
such a presence about you that cannot be explained anywhere else. And that's where everybody here in the room, they not only support your weight, but you know what? I like to think of this network as somebody that's always gonna have your back.
Thank you. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Thank you, Mr. Tony A.
Thank you. Okay, my next question is, in 1969, there was a guy named Anton LaVey that wrote the Satanic Bible. Would you read the Satanic Bible?
I have.
You have?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I'm like, why am I like, I'm not saying answering all your questions, but I have experience in your questions. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay,
Like
yes,
through a tablet or like that physical?
The physical book. Yes.
Okay.
I was 14 years old, and I was presented the book by Anton LaVey. This was
Himself?
No. Like it was written
Yeah,
by
yeah,
him,
yeah, yeah.
by Anton
Okay, shit, I was
LaVey.
about to say. I was like,
Oh, like, should I been in like Pee-wee's Big Adventure? Like, he's all like, are you the servants of the Satan helpers?
Yeah.
Right? Like, no. Okay. But, maybe the high school I was going to, everybody was a bit expanded, okay?
Okay.
So, yes, I did. Here's the thing. I heard and read the first 16 chapters of the Satanic Bible. And you know what I gotta honestly say about it?
what's that?
It seemed very realistic.
How? I know
Okay.
a lot of the sex shit, he saw men and women as nothing, like they're just objects. Like you can have sex with a man, no problem. You can have sex with a woman, no problem. He saw that. I see that as a problem. But
I would too.
Yeah.
But one thing I identified with, and this is where I read in the Bible, and this
Okay.
wasn't about
Yeah.
relationships per se.
Yeah.
It was about actually humanity and how we see each other
Okay.
and how we interact with each other.
Okay.
And maybe this was, like I said, maybe the chapters where it was just maybe about communication.
Right.
According to the Satanic Bible,
Yeah.
they see each other as equals.
Equal,
They
yeah.
see each other as like the opportunities presented to you are also able to be within yourself. Like it's almost like a give and take, or
Right,
like
right.
the balance of energy. And that's where it attracted me at first.
Mm-hmm.
At least for, let's say, the little bit of the Satanic Bible.
Right,
I
right,
ain't
right.
gonna speak for the whole thing, but just where it caught me and my attention was that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna focus on the fact that like I want to focus on a unifying principle
Yeah.
where it's going to represent something of substance, meaning like almost like a superiority,
Yeah.
but it wasn't something specific.
Okay.
Like, right? Like Mr. Tony A is talking about alpha, which
Yeah.
like, you know, you want the higher priority of stuff
Yes.
like going on, and you have nothing more to argue about that.
Right.
So that's maybe where I took from the Satanic Bible. I'm like, hey, you know
Okay.
what? Like, you're telling me that, you know, I get to be in this position in life.
Right.
And at the same time, like, I get to reap the benefits of that.
Okay.
And get to have my family
without anybody disturbing or having any shift in that thinking.
Okay, now I'm going to say this. If you're a Satanist and you're watching, I would like to go heads up with you. So you can go ahead and email me at roadiumradio@gmail.com. And I would like to go heads up with you live on Roadium Radio for free. Once again, I'm just a resident here in the city of Wilmington. I stay right here on Calle L.A. And if you're a Satanist, you can wear your hoodie. I don't give a fuck. I go. You could be butt motherfucking naked. I don't give a fuck on wearing your hoodie. I want to go heads up with you.
He's wearing a sock over his top.
Yeah, that's like. So that's all I'm saying. I think that'd be dope. Like,
No más cuckolds.
yeah, Tony A going heads up with a Satanist tonight at 7 p.m. on Roadium Radio. It's like I'm gonna go heads up with your ass. So that's all I'm gonna say. I don't know. She needs to go to the restroom or something. What? Okay, I got a couple of more questions.
I know you do. I'm coming back.
Okay, coming back, but so yeah, I got a couple of more questions, and then we're out of here. But I would definitely love to go heads up with a Satanist. So if you're a Satanist out there, hit me up. Okay.
For real.
Do you believe in haunted houses?
Yes, I do. I only say that with a bit of skepticism because the people putting the energy into the house, that's the reason why it's haunted.
Okay. Alex, did we ask a question?
No.
Are you sure?
Yep. But you know what? Raymond Curley just dropped $5.
Raymond Curley, thank you. Much love, much respect. Raymond Curley, thank you, bro.
He said, shout out Tony A.
Yeah.
And all the crew behind the scenes. I got my mixtapes this week. Gracias, Tony A.
Yes. Thank you. If you guys want to give, like you guys want to get your name mentioned or your business mentioned, drop $1. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to drop, and we'll give you a big time shout out.
$1 will make you holla.
Know what I mean? Okay, once again.
Chalice.
Holla for $1, do something strange.
Once
for some
again, if you
change.
guys want to see Sofia Maria on the back on here, part 2, you know what? Once again, type her name on the live chat
Sofia Maria.
at least 100 times, and we'll get her back.
She like Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Right? Sofia Maria, Sofia Maria, Sofia Maria.
Who?
Yeah, Diana Mole.
Diana
That's my
Mole.
mom.
Oh, hold on. I got to pronounce her name right. Diana Mole. Thank you for
Yes.
tuning in.
Thank you,
Last
Mom.
time I was goofy and I said, "Who's that?" Remember that? And
Yes,
said
I
it.
do.
So Diana Mole. Once again, I want to book you. So please reach out to me, or I'll reach out to you, whatever, on Instagram, and we'll have you on here. And then I'm going to ask you, like, what made you have this girl right here? Like, this girl right here is crazy.
You know, you want to know this, and she will tell you from account.
Yes.
Very honest.
Yes.
She says that I am her alter ego.
No, she is your punishment.
I am the punishment.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, Diana Mole, much love, much respect. You know what? Let's get in contact,
Es muy respeto.
and I'm going to have you here, okay? We'll talk about Ghetto Busters.
That was my debate for tonight because I was about to be like, I was
What?
going to put my jersey on and put the Ghetto Busters on. But, you know, I have somebody behind me that is saying, be exactly who you are and who
Right.
you want to be this
Right.
evening. And which it was and in which it is currently. And
Yes.
I cannot be any more ecstatic. And I'm so proud to be here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. It's all good. Other than that,
Bird Flight 1904 dropped $3.
that's 3 sopas.
He said, shout out to all my live chat homies. And Raymond Curley dropped another $2. He said, Sofia Maria should be your co-host.
Sofia Maria, once again, much love, much respect.
Sofia Maria.
She lives in Las Vegas, and come through. Like I said, let's get in contact once again, and I'll have you back. A lot of these guys want to see you back. I mean, so hit me up. Let's do this, Sofia Maria. Enough people have been requesting you to do a part 2. Other than that, so Shit. I have a bunch of questions, but I don't even know where the fuck to start.
I'm gonna settle on the last topic. Can
Okay,
we?
let's go ahead.
Okay.
Let's go ahead. Let's keep it going.
Okay. This is one that I've been a little nervous about because this has something to represent something in Los Angeles. Okay?
What is that, a gay midget?
That could be an interesting topic. But nah. Okay.
What's with the midget?
This is something a bit sensitive to myself.
Okay, go. Silence.
The Los Angeles skinhead subculture.
Okay, but that describes every fucking cholo in the neighborhood.
You know what? No, you know what?
That's a different skinhead.
No. I'm going to validate that.
Okay,
You
go.
know why? Because this has, and I'm saying the Los Angeles experience has been intermingled with the local
Yeah.
Los Angeles associations. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention anybody specific because I'm not going to be political on that. But what I will say is that Ashley has been involved in the skinhead subculture since 2006. I have been a skinhead since I was the age of 16 years old. And what I have learned and what has been the most prominent, monumental figure in my life has been music and subculture.
So when you say skinhead, like define that, you talking about like American History X?
No, sir. And this is where I'm gonna turn.
See, that's what I was thinking of, like, you know. Come on, you got to define skinhead. Come on, like either that or skinhead is guys not circumcised. He pulls the skin back in his. He's showing off Darth Vader helmet.
Look. Here's the thing. I've become prepared because what I've discussed with Steven Martinez is that a lot of our precursors in American culture, okay,
Yes.
I'm saying American culture has been very political,
Okay.
racist, and intermingled with a lot of the gangs and we'll just say representations in a lot of crews in what we say, like
Yeah.
the SGV, Long Beach, South Bay. I'm not going to get too into that specifically
Right.
because we don't want to mention anybody. We don't want to disturb people,
Right.
okay? Okay, so where I'm going to start, okay, is that my name is Ashley.
Yes.
I have been a skinhead girl since 2006. I first cut in when I was 16 years old. I decided to be a skinhead girl because I wanted and accepted the responsibility for not only the youth subculture, but I also was so impressed and represented by the fact that I could not have had any other love interest but the music that came with this subculture. What I'm going to say on the basis of that, I don't even need notes. I know. I'm being a little crutchy, okay? Okay, the origins, come from, it started in 1969.
Okay.
This was London, England, or at least like the inner
6'9".
city. That 1969, yeah. And we will call it, it is a phenomenon called the Spirit of 69. And this was the movement where the West Indies,
Okay.
aka Jamaicans,
Sí.
they immigrated to England,
Okay.
and they shared a culture which was the working class culture of like the little English kids, and then they had like all the black kids, and they integrated like a bit of like a musical phenomenon.
Okay.
Where it came to, I know it sounds boring. Anyways, so what happened is that they integrated this culture, and then they had music that was in relation to it. And at the same time, there was a lot of things that went on that actually became very political and very messy for the Los Angeles scene in relation to skinheads.
Now, when you say skinheads, are you talking about white boys that are bald?
Well, and that's just...
I'm trying to, like, did you shave yourself bald?
Oh, I did.
For reals?
Yeah, except for bangs. Like, Yes, I did.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to. So you were into punk rock music?
No, and that's actually a very valid identification, because a lot of the early precursors to Los Angeles was either through the punk rock, hardcore, or was it other scenes that were integrating into that kind of music.
Okay.
Reggae and Rocksteady?
That came later, sweetie. But initially, yes, like I did my research. Okay. I'm gonna mention it. Okay. So the earliest American indigenous non-racist skinheads were identified as hardcore, and they were a splinter group for the American punk rock scene during the 70s and early 80s. Okay. And they referred initially as boot boys and boot girls.
Okay.
Because they couldn't have an identity to identify themselves. Like, seriously, I would think what? They're like a mix of like Chicanos and like white people or whatever. Like, like they couldn't all be like, oh, like, you know, we were boots, we were braces, like, but we couldn't really say that we're skinheads because it was tied to political views.
Right.
Like I was describing to Steven Martinez earlier, I'm like, hey, you remember like the shows like Geraldo? You know, like with like, you know, what the white supremacists and like they had like, you know, the interviews and everything. This is like very precursor to podcasts, man. Like, right? Like, wasn't Geraldo like the earliest, like if you, what you were doing right now, like you're like, we're doing interviews, like, hey, like this is a weird subject, but we're gonna cover it right now. Right. So that's just it. Like everybody wants to discover the weird subject, and at the same time, like it's a hard subject to cover because there's so many aspects of it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Fuck. Okay. How do we close this show?
I'll close it. Okay. So with skinhead subculture, it is also a youth counterculture. It's a bit of a double entendre, which means like.
Okay, you know, but you got to understand. Okay, now I'm going to speak for us right now. So understand, please. We don't give a fuck about skinheads. So, anyways, keep going.
So what they were saying is that it is a youth counterculture, and then what we have is and I'm saying specifically in the Los Angeles Latino culture of skinheads, because I have been a part of that.
Okay,
so,
you say Latino, not the white skinhead.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Then I take my comment back, but I just have to say, because I'm thinking like American History X when you say skinheads, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about those white dudes.
know.
But like that's what I'm saying. Like, but
It's a long time coming, sweetie.
no, I know, and I have to understand that. And you're educating us, but I'm just like, when you're thinking about a fucking white boy, you know,
It's hard because you got to almost like re-engineer or like recalibrate. There you go. Recalibrate your brain, because here's the thing. We've been exposed to so much media that has said like negative. Skinheads are bad. Like you're white, you're supremacist, like you're doing this. But the thing is, if you take a closer look at certain subjects, then you will absolutely know that that's not what it's all about.
No, you know what? And I'm glad you bring that out, because my thing is just like, you're making the point of it as that it wasn't all about white skinheads. There's Latino skinheads. Okay.
True, but it was initially about it.
Okay.
In America.
Okay.
You're right. You're correct.
Okay.
Because it was a predominantly subject where it wasn't something where of our culture was either taking on upon, like in the get-go. I'm saying from the get-go.
Right.
I know, fuck you, Geico.
Yeah.
But really.
Look, the reason why I said what I said is this, because I seen white people mistreat my motherfucking family.
You're right.
Okay, so I don't have no love for them.
Me neither.
For those people. I'm not saying white people in general, But I'm saying for those people that mistreated my family, I'm not gonna fucking speak positive about those motherfuckers.
Yeah. No,
that's why I'm
fuck
like,
them.
fuck them. Here's my thing. But you said there's Chicanos out there that are skinheads. You know what? I want to understand that. Okay, I truly
you
do.
would love them.
Yeah,
He's
I
met
truly
them.
do. But it's just that, like, when I think about fucking dudes like fucking, bald-headed skinheads that say fuck Mexicans, fuck Chicano, fuck your raza, that's why I say fuck you.
Yeah, you
So-
should, and you should be like that.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I'm not going to front. There's probably still Latino, this is going to sound weird. There's Latino boneheads about there. Meaning, like,
Yeah.
there are Latin people that are not proud of what they are, and they want to mask everything and just honestly be fucking white people. I don't
Yeah.
know.
No,
I'm
but you know
like,
what?
I'm not
I
proud to be
appreciate
white.
you sharing your story, honestly, because that's your story. And I'm glad that you're sharing that with us. But, thank you. Thank you for that.
I appreciate it. So where I was getting at, Mr. Tony,
Yes.
so is that I wanted to explain the origins of American skinheads, because here's the thing. We hear plenty, and I'm saying we, because I've been a part of the skinhead, let's say, representation for a while on American and land of in the UK, okay?
Okay.
And it's different. It's very different because the American experience is very different from the English one.
Okay.
Because English is where we have the roots, meaning the Jamaicans came there, meaning spreading their word about, the gospel or
Right.
like the Jamaican music. But Americans have a totally different story. And I'm saying totally different story because it's just one of those subjects where it's a bittersweet, because Latinos do not like change. And I'll say this because when I first got cut in, you see my hair is short now. Imagine I just had this, little bangs, and my whole head was shaved. My dad was so fucking devastated. He's like, what the fuck are you, you're fucking Mari Macha, whatever.
Mari Macha, I haven't heard that in a
Oh, you
while.
ever heard that one?
Yeah.
You're you're fucking you're a butch ass bitch. What you doing? You're
But you
not
know
a
what-
proper woman.
You know what he should have done? I cannot correct him. I cannot. And I won't say that. But if you were my daughter and I saw that, I would just extend my love and just continuously tell you I love you. Because I truly believe that love conquers all, and eventually that love will reach out to you. And you know what? Maybe I'm not making my dad proud. Maybe I'm not making my dad happy. But I'm living my life, but I want to respect my dad. I want to love my dad. And maybe that's what he should have done. I'm not saying he didn't do that. I'm just saying that's what I would do. So, but yeah,
Oh my gosh, why are you touching my heart like that?
well,
But you're right. Mr. Tony A. the Wizard, he knows how to give nurturing support.
absolutely.
You hear that?
Absolutely. Yes,
Nurturing
absolutely.
support.
Yeah.
Pinkies.
Absolutely. And I'm buzzed as fuck. I'm feeling good. Bro, she does more to you. What the fuck? She's just pinky. What the fuck? That motherfucker. He's jealous. You give me a pinky and he gives you cock. What the fuck? Pinky. What the fuck? He's already jelly. Anyways.
Damn. Come on.
Yeah. Fucking Omega, man. Anyways.
He called you Omega Man. Omega Man. Oh, you are my shining star. I don't know where you are. I know. I'm a cheesy ass motherfucker.
Go ahead.
Hey, somebody dropped $5. His
Yeah.
name is Cisco2269. He said Cypress Hill just dropped a new album tonight. Thanks again, Tony A, for keeping the culture alive. Al cien, papa. Dope show. Ashley C, good vibes.
Ashley C, good vibes. Thank you.
Well, he dropped actually $10.
Okay, $10. Thank you. That's 10 cup of noodles. Thank you, bro. I love that shit.
Yo
Spreads.
necesito ramen, fool.
Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy 8 top ramens, and then the last $2, a bag of chicharrones to throw in that motherfucker. Like,
Okay, you want me to tell you some shit? Okay.
Okay.
I'm not going to disclose my secret location, okay?
just don't tell me that your lips look like chicharrones. Anyways,
no,
go ahead.
I work. Okay, you want to know something even more hot?
For real? Mm-hmm. So that means when a guy goes like, girl, I want you pastrami.
Oh yeah, I'll make you a pastrami sandwich. And guess what? You're gonna have fries with that and a shake.
Give me a combo.
A combo all day long.
For real, no. Where I work right now, they have the freshest ingredients. Like they do. They switch it out like every
No
week.
shit.
Yeah.
Ultra
Every
combo.
week they have charbroils. Yeah. Charbroils.
Me and Wicks are going tomorrow.
Ultra combo.
Yeah, we're gonna slide through.
Chili cheese. Okay, chili cheese fries. ¿Te quieres?
Yeah.
¿Te quieres chili cheese fries?
Chili cheese.
Con pastrami?
Yeah. No.
Ooh, okay. They come to my work for.
No,
I'll be there.
no, chili cheese fries with pastrami meat on top.
Okay.
Yeah. But you gotta show us your pastrami lips. I'm just.
See where it's at, Tony?
Yes.
Is that this man? I support men. I support men when they have businesses.
Yeah.
Guess how long he's been in business, and he's an immigrant from Greece, Athens.
Fuck, you know what? Okay.
20
No, no.
años. 20 años.
I was gonna say 30, but I was like,
Nah,
yeah.
nah. He's 62.
Okay, 72, yeah.
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 He's Greek, and he has a business. And
All
he-
these Greek motherfuckers own Tommy's Burgers.
No, it's not Tommy's.
All these motherfuckers.
No, it's a charbroil. It's a charbroil place
Okay, in what city?
in Long Beach.
Okay, we're gonna go. Me and Wicks tomorrow are gonna go.
Good.
Hell yeah.
You get free food, okay? You better rate it though.
He-
Alrighty.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real too. I ain't gonna lie to you guys.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
well, okay. I'm not gonna lie. Order our best, or either like make an outrageous menu
What's the name of
item.
the signature? What's the signature? You don't gotta say the name. Explain it.
No, just show it. Oh shit, she walked away from me. So that means she's giving MC Wicks a lap dance. Oh shit. Damn. Mega Man, don't get jealous. Mega Man, don't get jealous. Damn, she took off her panties. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. She's twerking? Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, she's back.
These families gone. Wilma's gone wild.
Yeah, Wilma's gone wild, so
Wilma's
you know.
gone wild.
Damn, she got Wicks' number. Damn.
Give me a call, fool.
You know what I'm saying? If you want a cheeseburger with pastrami meat, damn. That's fire.
Y con queso y hamburguesa y
Yeah,
pues
y con
y
verga-
más y güey, man.
Exactly. Like, fuck. Okay. Okay. At this point, we come to the. You want another? Hold on. Let me give you another one. Okay.
¿Es el mezcal?
Yes. Here we go.
You're bad, huh?
See. So,
Sí, pues.
okay, everybody. Once again, Sofia Maria. Type her name in the live chat if you want to see her back. If you guys want your business promoted, once again, hit me on the live chat or email me at roadium@gmail.com. But I want to give a shout out to, once again, where's that? Wherever it is. Left Turn Brand, thank you. Left Turn Brand, we have tequila, beer, and food on you tonight because he sponsored it. So if you guys want to sponsor us, once again, hit me on the DM or email me at roadiumradio@gmail.com, and I will let you sponsor us. I will give you a shout out to your business. Once again, you know, this is the hat to Left Turn Brand on Instagram. Left Turn Brand, thank you. Much love, much respect. Thanks.
Muchas gracias.
See,
Muy soporta.
See, for all the beer, for all the tequila, for all the food, much love, much respect. Thank you for supporting us.
Muy respeto.
Yes.
Comida es muy bien.
Yes.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias. So thank you for supporting us, and I'm supporting your hat, big dog. Other than that, everybody in the live chat, thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, dining with the wizard, Mega Man, my son B Scandalous for helping promote this. MC Wicks in the motherfucking building. He's got a couple of shows this week. Then we got Norbert, a new member to the team. Yep. Then we got Alex Cervantes, Cervantes Enterprise, because there's not a hoop that he can't fix, because he could do it in the mix.
Oh, we gonna do it. Oh, we gonna
Yes.
get it. Set it.
Then we got my boy.
Tony the Wizard. Roadium Radio.
Then we got my boy Anthony, the Hip Hop Jedi. Then we got Tony A, that stands for Anaconda and Alpha. So if you didn't know, well,
And
now
I
you
got
know.
the Wizard, the Alpha.
Yes. Anthony's
who?
a hip hop Jedi. He uses the force inappropriately. That's it. So like if all of a sudden your fucking panties fall off, he's using the force. So
May the force be with you.
no, you know what it is? So all you Mexican men, may the foreskin be with you. So I'm gonna
Hey.
so
Hey, thank you for getting me back to my roots. We get to suck the pee-pees a
yeah,
little
exactly.
bit longer, huh?
When it's in her mouth, pull the skin back, surprise her with a lightsaber. Toma. You know, Jerome.
Hey Tony,
Jump.
real quick before we go, can I ask you? Did anyone drop any money for a tattoo yesterday?
No, they didn't.
No, so that went out the window.
No, you know what? But if they want to DM me or message me on YouTube or on roadium@gmail.com, you can, because one thing about Tattoo Envy, he said it's still good. So if you want a portrait for $200 or a small one for 100, hit me up and I'll make that happen. I'll connect you guys. Okay, so let's do that. So other than that, Sofia Maria, if you're watching, if they dropped your name over 100 times,
And Tony likes a pee-pee touch.
see. Okay, somebody dropped $10. Who's that? Sofia Maria Part 2. Shout out to Tony A. CALI, Raza, Ryder.
I'll be
Yeah, we'll make that happen.
Omega Man.
Hell yeah, we'll make that happen.
What's up? I'm gonna suck
Other than
your
that,
dick for-
Omega Man, thank you for coming through. Once again, Ashley C, thank you. And let your mom know that I want her as a guest.
Of course. So I am B.A.P.S_C. And we can follow my mother, Deanna Molle, DANAMOLLE. And it's with a little bit of acento.
Deanna Molle, now I know who you are.
And
Much
shout
love.
out to West Coast Graffiti, shout out to Ghetto Busters, shout out to The Product, shout out to 666 Films. Honestly, everybody else that has been supporting the Ghetto Busters, Concrete Live, Commitment Soldier, Maxwell, Ricky Montes, Big Citric, and Alicia Ingram, and Mati Moreno, and y mucho más.
Yeah.
Gracias.
So, what was that name again?
¿Qué pasa?
No, your mom's name.
Deanna Molle.
Deanna Molle. Deanna Molle.
She's like Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Deanna Molle.
Um,
Deanna
you-
Molle.
Can I be honest about something?
¿Qué pasó?
Deanna Molle, let's have a conversation, because if you ever want to film your next film, let me know and I'll get you a better videographer. Anyways,
You're right.
much love, much respect. So, Deanna Molle, get at me, and I got a guy that's fucking amazing. Let's
You
do
know
this.
why?
Let's do this right here.
Is it? That's
No,
not.
no. I'm trying. That's the dub right there. Wheelmouse in the motherfucking building. So, yeah. We out of here. Much love, much respect. Get at me. I got you in your next film.
Thank you.
Please have.